O'clock. Hello, hey Julie.
Wait, Julie's still up?
Late
Hey,
night.
Julie! Julie!
Hello, Rita. Hey Coco and Shell. Tanya, Dill. Oh man, did anybody just watch the debate? What a railroading. Oof. You know it's bad when CNN is sweating. Hey Salty Paula. Glitter. What a railroading. I don't know how anybody could vote for Biden after this, and I don't even know how they could keep him on the ticket. If you're a Democrat, I would be writing anybody and begging them to take him off the ticket. Hey Geneva, hey Shayna, Shauna. And I'm still watching. I just watched our Vice President Kamala get hammered. And I am pro-Trump, but I was a Democrat my whole life prior to 2016 too. So, but if you're a Democrat, there's no way, man. You got to get somebody else on that ticket, because I don't see any way that anybody could vote for him. I mean, he walking onto the stage, he didn't even know where he was going. The stuttering, the tripping over his words. I mean, he couldn't answer a question. He lost his train of thought a million times. Like, holy hell. Right, Snark? Oh, that was just like abysmal. I'm sure he did, Miss Lisa. I saw that RFK Jr. is gonna run. He might win. I don't fucking know. I don't mind RFK because he's more of like an old school Democrat, like when Democrats were like, not as radical as they are now. So I wouldn't even mind if RFK, and depending on what he said, I might even vote for him. I don't know. But I can tell you what, and I am a Trump supporter, but there's no way in hell anybody should vote for Biden. That man didn't know whether he was fucking coming or going, and that's the president of our United States, like the biggest country in the world. And I know a lot of people are saying that Trump lied and lied and lied, but it doesn't matter because he just eviscerated him. I mean, I'm voting for Trump. Unless, there's somebody else that comes out that I'm really impressed with. Oof. And then just to see, Anderson Cooper, and, I love to see the people on CNN squirm, like Van Johnson, when he was about to cry. He's like, I just love Joe Biden so much. It was horrible. This guy had a week of intense debate prep. CNN gave him the questions, and that's the best he could do. Holy, and then people are gonna say, yeah, you know what? That's my guy. MW, I love you, but I can't get on board with anybody voting for him. But that's cool. Everyone's entitled, I know Trump is very polarizing, and I know politics is very polarizing to begin with. But I mean, I don't know. when you see Anderson Cooper and like 10 CNN analysts sweating their balls off, just saying that was a nightmare, you know how that's how bad that is. And the only reason why I watched it on CNN was because it was on CNN. So, no, they just said on the because I was waiting to go. I was watching the wrap up, and they said that he knew the questions in advance. They just said it on CNN. Unless I heard it. I mean, I've had CNN since I got off the live. What a shit show. Oof. Right? And then, like, I don't know. Well, I don't know who's running the country. Obama, I don't know. It's not him. That guy can't run a fucking toothbrush. And the Biden can't push for this. If I was Trump and Biden stays on the ticket, I wouldn't do one more debate. No fucking way. You walk away from that a winner, and you never go back and give him another chance. I wouldn't debate him again if I were Trump. I'd let that sit in everyone's mind. Because Biden might have a lucky day. Maybe Biden will have all his faculties in order on the next debate. Maybe he'll have a good day when he remembers everything. But that was ugly. So, I see that Ms. Cracky Elf, after, you know what the funny thing about, actually, I don't mind talking about politics because I used to be very political back in the day, and I gave it up for reality TV because if you talk politics, then you lose a big audience, especially as polarizing as politics have been in the last, like, since 2016. So I kind of threw it all away to cover reality TV, but I could do this all night. But I was thinking about yeah, it was also the earliest one. I don't know. The only thing I know is that Biden, they asked for it. I mean, they demanded it. And what a colossal flop. And then, like, you know what else about, Amy Schumer? If Trump wins, I'm going to leave the country. And then Bruce Springsteen, if Trump wins, I'm going to leave the country. Didn't they all say that in 2016 too? And then Trump won. And then nobody left. Oh, I'm going to explain the crack family tree in a hot second. I mean, God, there's got to be another Democrat. I mean, this is the Democrats' thing. This guy doesn't, like, what an embarrassment. What an embarrassment to the world, really, to see our commander-in-chief look like that. And you wonder why. And Trump was right. If Trump was still in office, I highly doubt that Putin would have invaded Ukraine. And if Trump was in office, I highly doubt the Hamas would have attacked Israel. And let's not forget, before Trump came in office, remember ISIS and how scary it was? And how many months into Trump's presidency did he drop, like, the Moab? And then ISIS just went away. So I do believe, like, they see, how could any foreign country see this man as our leader and not be like, oh, we can get away with a whole lot of shit with this guy. This guy can't pull a trigger at all. So, and Trump didn't fuck around. And what, how low was gas when he was president? I think, was it like just about $2 a gallon? And now it's like, what, 4? And it's been 4. So that was a shit show. No, I mean, like, and that's fair too. Like, how is it in society when, like, do you think that, like, if Trump or Biden being like, Biden's what, 81 or 82 now, and Trump's like 78 or 79? Imagine them going into, like, I don't know, IBM and applying for a job, like maybe as, like, some type of vice president being that age. Do you think IBM would hire them? Like, why is it that, like, in every other context, being that age is like, time to retire and you couldn't probably get a job, but not the presidency, which is bizarre. And clearly, Biden's not fit for it. So,
Does he know where he's at?
there's a 3-year difference, but that's a big 3-year difference, Susie Q.
That's big. I mean, you can definitely tell.
Right? The golf handicap was that was something. And then, what did Biden say? Anybody for voting for Trump, which is like half the country, hates democracy. That was like Hillary Clinton calling everybody who voted for Trump a deplorable. And look how well that worked out for Hillary. I don't care what you say, that man is not fit to hold office. And anybody saying that he's fit, I don't know how anybody could go in this chat and say, yeah, this man should run for another 4 years. And it's not because I'm all like, whoa, Trump. I'm just saying, get a better Democrat in there. The losing the suckers. So, well, I don't think he ever will, MW. I believe he feels that he was robbed. So let me go back to the crack elf. Although I'm liking this give and take here about politics. I'm enjoying it, to be honest with you. I didn't think y'all would be so interested, to be honest. Let me see here. So the crack family we called out, and I'm going to give you a whole rundown of the Cottage Boys crack family. And what's up? And it looks like there's a lot of crime. And, hey, Crystal Cottage Boys, who illegally went into my medical records and did a whole lot of damage to me, and then called Brooks' job and was really getting yourself involved with people's lives. I'm really happy to do this. Because, I always say, it always comes back to me. It may be quick, and it might not be. But sooner or later, it always circles back. So, Miss Crystal Oaks Cottage Boys, let me get this straight here, is a degenerate who was arrested for writing bad checks. And what was the other one? Vandalism? What was the other charge? I didn't even post it yet. I voted for Obama twice. I was always Democratic. I voted for, the first time I could vote in a presidential election was 2000. I voted for Gore. Then in 2004, I voted for Kerry. Then in 2008, I voted for Obama. Then in 2012, I voted for Obama. Then in 2016, in the primaries, I voted for Clinton. And then Clinton turned me off with the whole Orlando shooting and having the father of the shooter sit behind her in a televised rally. And I'm like, oh, no, 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 no. And then I started researching and looking into things. And, you know, I kind of just believed because I was gay, I had to be a Democrat because that was if you're gay, you were supposed to be a Democrat. And I really didn't do my homework. I just went along with what most people do. And then after the Orlando nightclub Pulse, I started researching, and then I had a broken arm, and I was home, and I couldn't work, and then I went pro Trump. But I don't want to say this as I've been a lifelong Democrat. And I did vote for Trump in 2016. I did vote for Trump in 2020. And I'm going to vote for Trump again now. And we'll see what happens. Unless the Democrats pull up some guy or woman that is phenomenal that I can wrap my head around. I'm open minded. I just can't. I mean, I certainly can't vote for Joe Biden. I can't. There's no way in hell I'd ever do that. Yeah, I changed mine too, Miss Lisa. I'm a registered Republican now. I can't back that party. And for Trump, and I've talked about this so many times, because obviously anybody who's a Trump voter gets a lot of flack, and anybody who's a public figure who supports Trump gets even more. Fuck, I lost my train of thought just like Biden. I was thinking about Joe Biden, and then I lost my train of thought just like him. Fuck. Oh, and what really sold me for Trump is when he went off script at the RNC when he welcomed gay people in, which no Republican has ever fucking done. And Trump's a New Yorker, and I'm a New Yorker, and us New Yorkers we just think differently than the rest of the country. I don't know what it is about New Yorkers, but we're just different. We have no filter. We tell you like it is. We don't have patience. And people say New Yorkers are the worst, but God, I love my people. And hey, Brooke Snows. Hey, Amber. And Trump has impressed me. And obviously, he has his many faults too. But over the two, I would take the felon over the nursing home patient any fucking day. And what's really funny is that we've all come together because of 90 Day Fiance, or at least you followed me because of 90 Day. And do you see? You would think that all the foreign spouses would be Democratic, but every foreigner and most of the Americans are all pro-Trump. You see very little 90 Day Fiance cast supporting Biden. And I think that speaks to something. But I'm really listen. If we could talk politics, I really miss talking about it. But then I post something about Trump, you lose 1,000 followers. I was live tweeting on Twitter all night, and I lost 300 followers. Not that I give a fuck about Twitter, I don't. But I had 30,000.3 followers on Twitter, and now I'm down to 30, which is fine. I don't give a fuck. Hey, Tony Ann, happy birthday again. And if I were Trump, there's no way I would debate him again. You walk away a winner, and you never give Biden the opportunity to correct that mistake. If it were me, there'd be no way in hell I'd debate him again. You wouldn't want to risk fucking up. Oh wait, what's wrong, Amber? Oh, Amber, I'm so sorry. Oh, Amber, I'm so sorry. And you were at least you just saw her, right? And you got to spend some time with her. I'm sorry, sweetheart. I know how much she meant to you. And Amber, to be honest, what a blessing to have your grandmother like to your mid 40s. I know it's like, but I lost my grandmother when I was 27. So you got to spend like a lot of time with her. I don't think most people have their grandparents into their 40s. But I'm sorry, love. Oh my God, Miss Lisa. Holy hell, you must have good genes in your family. God bless. All right, so let's see, Krakow. So Krakow, who did not go to Harvard, and it's funny when I called her out last night for not being for being Christy, she repeatedly went and said it wasn't her, and now, oh, I'm in a good mood. I don't want to ruin it. Well, you guys have all my family died young from cancer, so but my friends, I don't think any of my friends from my real life, from my personal life that I've known, I don't think not one of them have a grandparent left. Yeah, I don't know who JC and Coco are. Oh, I'm sorry, Allison. So, Crack Elf. So, Crystal Cottage Boys. Let's see. Let's talk about her family since she's, dug and got medical records on me and all this shit. So let's go down the list here of all the stuff we've just found. So Crystal, Oaks, Chapman. Let's see. We have so Miss Crystal's been married a few times. Crystal, who's Cottage Boys, was married to Daniel Chapman. That was her first husband. Then Daniel and Miss Crystal had a son named Noah. Then she married Donnie. That's ex-husband number 2, Donnie Oaks. And Crystal's sister, Sonia, was arrested for. Let me read this article again. Let me read this article about Crystal's sister, Sonia. Another family of felons. I hope you're watching, Crystal. Suck my dick. Let's see. Where is that article? Here it is. Woman arrested after chase crash in Washington County. Let's listen to the news report. Hey, Reagan, did you want to come up?
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
Washington County, Tennessee Sheriff's deputies arrested a Fall Branch woman. They said a burglary call turned into a pursuit. Deputies went to a burglary in progress call at a home on Ridgemont Circle. They said they found Sonia Corder, ordered her to get out of her car. They said Corder then took off, drove through several yards, swerved at officers, and then crashed. Deputies arrested her. They charged her with burglary, theft, reckless endangerment, vandalism, and evading arrest. Washington County, Tennessee Sheriff Ed Graybill said Corder could face more charges. Now her bond set at $128,000.
Ooh! Now that's Crystal's sister. That's Crystal's sister. Another family of felons. Crystal, how do you like people digging into your life? Is it fun? Oh, Jesus, Allison. You've had it twice and you're 45? God bless. So that's Crystal's sister, Sonia, who, let's see, deputies say on Tuesday afternoon they responded to a burglar. So she's a burglar. In the 3000 block of Ridgemont Circle, officers said when they arrived, they saw a woman, later identified as 37-year-old Sonia Corder. Sonia Corder is Crystal Corder's sister, who's also Cottage Boys. Deputies said that they ordered Corder to get out of her car at gunpoint, but she accelerated the car and drove through several yards until she made her way to a road. And this woman wants to fucking talk about me. Deputies responded. The chase continued through fields as she swerved to avoid officers. Corder, according to reports, crashed her car and was arrested. She's charged with aggravated burglary, theft, aggravated reckless endangerment, driving on a suspended license, vandalism, and evading arrest. Her bond has been set at $128,000. She is expected to appear in court today. The sheriff says more charges are pending. Was that articulate enough for you, Crack Elf? Because you've been mocking my reading comprehension skills. I hope that I read that with some flow. Because I really did enjoy just reading that. All right, so that's Jesus Christ, Allison. We're all rooting for you. No, Tenhead. I don't know if you watched my 20-minute live earlier, but I kind of needed to use Christy as a pawn, kinda. Either way, Christie's was fucked in my books because she lied to me when Christy Memes. She lied to me when she told me that she was throwing this all away. She called me on the phone crying. She couldn't take the aggravation anymore. She couldn't take the stress. She couldn't take the drama. She had got a job at Amazon and she was like making like $17 or $18 an hour or some shit like that. It was good money for her, and she was working like 40 or 50 hours a week, and that's what she was concentrating on. And she said she was selling all her accounts and, moving on, which I was like, no, I completely understand. But, I considered Christy Memes a very, very close friend. And when she told me that, I believed her. I didn't think she had any reason to lie to me. And then, I mean, come to find out last night, when I found that out last night, you could see it on my face. I had no idea she was running that Facebook group. And she started it right after that. So basically what she did was lie to my fucking face. And then she made me feel bad. And I never heard from her again because she wanted no part of this world anymore. And I lost a friend and it hurt me. But I understood because, you know, nobody knows more than me the fucking drama that goes on here. So I get it. And I was, you know, supportive. And I never heard from her again. And then come to find out she's been running this fucking Facebook group with 60,000 subs for years now in competition with me. Oh, fuck you, bitch. No, no. Low key, you're not unblocked. I can see you in the comments. Low key, fucking low key, you're not blocked at all. Okay, so I'll explain it. So last night, yeah, I could see you. So I was convinced who was ever running Crack Elf was either Crystal or Christy. And I threw it up. I said, I'm like, and I was thinking while I was live, I'm like, how can I do this the right way to get them to take the bait? So when I said to report Christy's channel, I mean her Facebook group, that got Christy's attention real quick. And since I knew that she was fucking dead to me and trash, I didn't care if I had it wrong. Because that's how I was going to use her as a pawn. Either I call her out and tell people to, hey, Brooklyn, either I call her out and tell people to report the channel, and she either A, admits that she's Crack Elf, or B, she goes to the real Crack Elf and tells them, hey, motherfucker, if you don't come clean, I'll come clean. So I win either way. And what happened was that today, Crack Elf went live, and she gave me every piece of information to put the puzzle together. And we end up with Sierra. So, like I said earlier, if you want to make an omelet, you got to break some eggs, right? So that's how that played out. Elf gave herself away 20 times. It was easy to piece it together by what she was saying. And Elf, who didn't go to Harvard, but Eastern Tennessee, wherever the fuck she went, is a dental hygienist. And the daughter of Crystal, the mother-daughter troll team. Mother of the Year. And now I got now I got it. So now I have the set. I think it was a pre-record that she premiered. Yeah, let me give you the link. Hold on. Sorry, I was answering text. And Geneva, if you're up, I'm gonna give it to you too. I know you're in the chat. Maybe you could come up and talk about it, Geneva. I'm gonna text you the link and Raken. Seems to be my team. Me, Geneva, and Raken. Hold on. So Raken, I just texted to you. And Geneva, you got it now. Cottage Boys is Elf's mom, who didn't go to Harvard, but is a dental hygienist in Tennessee. And she was just so uppity last night. I'm not Christy names. Well, you took the bait. Just like Jay today. Jay today. Jay yesterday, I should say. Posting pictures of like hotel rooms I'm not in, posting pictures of my car that's not parked in front of my house with my old plates on it saying they're watching me right now. It's just so sloppy. I mean, like, they must be rattled for them to work that sloppy. Because they've already talked about how I traded in my New York plates for my Jersey ones. That was a topic of a conversation for them. I can't believe he waited so long to turn in his plates. Then they should have known better to post a picture of my Mustang with the New York plates on it still. And my car's not even parked in front of my house because I knew I was going to be gone. I don't know Christy didn't snitch on her. I have a feeling what happened was that because Christy's still friends with all these assholes, Lita, Yahoo, all them, and I know she knows who that is. So I have a feeling that she told her, listen, because Christy's making money off her Facebook group now, that shit's monetized, and she don't want to lose that. And when I said to report it, and I put it in my story, and I put it everywhere else too, I got action. And they played right into my hand. So, yeah. So now I have every family member here from the Crystal Oaks Chapman Reserve, including their daughter Sierra. And it's funny how Crystal said, "Oh, my one worry is that my daughter never gets socks." But you had no problem breaking into my medical records, did you? Right? Using your dad's PI and that you're using your dad's bounty hunter license to legally obtain information on me as well as a lot of other people here. Brooke. And by the way, where's Brooke been? And again, this is all because me and Cody took a road trip. I never said where we were going, that we were just going south. Now, did everybody assume we were going to his mom's? Yeah. But I never said it. And these fucks, like Crystal and Crack Elf and Stinky Fish and Maria, made it so Cody would get arrested at his mother's house. And then I went live and I went ape shit. And I don't regret it. And I have no remorse for one fucking thing I said. Let me make that clear. Because anybody would have done the same thing. And now they're all trying to paint it that I'm some psychopath who just threatens women for no reason. They always take the reaction, and nobody ever asks, well, why did John say this? Because they know why. Most likely. I'll just be surprised to see Brooke if she's still buddies with this Crack Elf and this Cottage Boys, because Cottage Boys fucked with Brooke's job well before anybody else ever did. And now digging into Miss Crystal's life, I'm crying. Sister, multiple felonies. Crystal arrested for check forgery and vandalism. Seems like it runs in the family. You know, listen, have I said my share of fucking shitty, dark fucking things? Absolutely. But it was always provoked. I have never went live for no reason and started attacking people if they weren't attacking me first, and everybody fucking knows that. Everyone knows that. Never have I ever once just woke up and said, you know what? I'm just going to attack this random person today because I feel like it. The only thing I've done was defend my name and defend the crazy fucking lies people have said about me because, again, this is my brand and this is my business and I am a blogger. And when people are fucking talking shit like this, it takes money out of your pocket. No one controls me. Not even my own husband controls me. I have people in my ear who give me advice, and it's up to me to listen to them. And sometimes I do, and sometimes I don't. And that's that. And that's me. Geneva, you coming up? You know, I could tell you countless times when I went live and all my closest friends said, John, don't do it. But sometimes I gotta get shit off my chest. And there have been countless times when I wanted to go live and then they talked me out of it. It just depends on the severity of what's being done at the moment. And with me, it's always fucking quite severe. Okie dokie, Geneva. Um, yeah, well, we'll see. And now, now they're all posting like coochie, like all pictures of but that's cool, right? Posting pictures, we're watching your house from, and I laugh at the pictures. I'm like, it's from 3 years ago, bro. I know you're not there. Reagan will be up in a hot second. And then maybe we can go over the messages that Miss Crystal was going, but we just read them the other night. So that should be fresh in everyone's memory. And they're on my community tab. I really don't feel like going over it again because that's kind of like beating a dead horse. But yeah. And people saying, well, Cody should have visited his mom. Well, that's not your fucking business.
Shouldn't have called the police.
You shouldn't have called the police to a sick woman's house twice. People were saying on Reddit, I just saw a Reddit post on Brooks, how fucking ridiculous this post is.
They're just all stupid, no matter how.
And they talk about it and I hope that fucking you all get riddled with cancer. And when it happens to you, I'll be there with a smile on my fucking face.
I pray for it every night.
Just sit there saying. And if I knew some type of voodoo witch, I would try to put fucking Cody's mom's cancer on one of these assholes. And I have a lot to choose from. And then you might think twice about it. Cody's mom approached. Call me crazy, but I swear he said his mom was approached by police at the grocery store. But the other day she was too sick to leave the house. If he wanted to see his sick mom, he would. What the fuck does that mean? Like, huh? No one should have ever called. We know that they were called because Stinky Fish Paul already copped to it. And why is everybody forgetting about that now?
Don't even feed into their dumb bullshit, honey.
Why is everybody just glossing over that fact? Because you know why? Because they can't talk about what caused me to get there. This asshole. There's no way someone who just had, and I quote, 7 feet of intestines removed would be walking around a store doing errands. Cody, when did your mom get out of surgery for the fucking the stomach thing, the intestines? How long ago was that? When did your mother get out of the hospital for the intestines thing? 3 weeks. How long ago was it?
I think it was like a month.
Maybe a month.
I think. I don't know. I have to go back.
And when did we ever say that just happened?
I have to go back to my phone.
We'll be walking around a store doing errands. That takes time for recovery. I don't think it's even been a week. And if they're claiming she just got surgery, when did I ever say that?
She's been out for a while.
I said she just had
She was in the hospital for a week.
surgery.
They took out 7 feet of her intestines and 4 like nodes or something that's inside the body somewhere. That's connected to it and like whatever. They sipped one off and it came back as cancer, and that's why she's on fucking chemo right now. She's not doing it for her fucking.
Yeah, exactly. So you still thinking the same way?
She's got a fucking port with a fucking chemo drip in her.
And here are all these people on this thread talking about how we're lying about Cody's mom's cancer.
I'll tell you exactly.
Yeah, give me a screenshot of text, Cody, with you and your mom.
No, I'm not putting my screenshot on there. No. It's none of their fucking business. No, I don't air my business like everybody else. No.
Well, I don't know what to tell you, Coco. What was the date? When was she there? He's looking for it. And I remember when my grandmother, when she was dying, and she had the stage 4 brain and lung, which took her out. She had just gotten a surgery. It wasn't that, but when we were at Stop and Shop 2 days before she died, walking around, grocery shopping, and then the next day she was in the hospital, and then the next day she was dead. So, I mean, cancer's a fuck. And have all these people, well, Cody should have gotten his warrant taken care of. Or Cody should have, they went to Angela's house so many times, but Cody didn't see his mom. Well, that's none of your fucking business. And Cody's mom also takes care of Cody's sick, handicapped sister. And the hubris of these people just to be so fucking cavalier about it. And that's why I say, well, you know what? When the shoe's on the other foot, I'll be there fucking saying, well, you're a fucking liar. Fuck you and your cancer. Like they're saying to me and Cody right now.
She went in on April 18th.
Okay, she went in on April 18th.
At 8:47 in the morning.
At 8:47 in the morning. April 18th?
April 18th this year at 8:47.
And then when did she get out?
I don't know.
Does that make more sense?
I know.
Because we have to fucking write everything in fucking blood. We have to write everything in fucking blood, but these people just make up shit every fucking day, and they never have to fucking prove anything. Why is it me always fucking doing this shit? Fucking joke. It's just crazy. And then when we go down there and you take it away from him, and you try to get his son, a sick woman's son, arrested in front of her, what do you think was going to happen if that took place? You think you're all going to cheer about it? No, I really don't want to prove it to Reddit. It's just like annoying. Oh, he's lying about the cancer. Well then, but you sent the cops. Like, so what are you saying? That Cody's mom doesn't have cancer? What?
Alright, so I talked to Christy on the 24th of April.
That's his sister, Christy, he's talking
The
about.
one that you guys doxed and posted, yeah.
The one.
That one.
Cody's beautiful blonde-headed sister,
That
Christy.
had the double breast cancer that you guys made fun of. Yeah, that one. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because
Still going through it, and you guys still want to go ahead and fuck with people? Yeah. So she's still going through it, but meanwhile, yeah.
because Cody's mom was already a cancer survivor with breast cancer. Cody's mom had both her breasts removed. She had a double mastectomy. Cody's sister, Christy,
She
also had a double mastectomy and is still battling breast cancer as we speak. And then Cody's sister, Melissa, who's handicapped, guess what?
Not double. No, not double. No, just one.
Christy or Melissa?
Melissa. Melissa was just
So
one.
guess what?
My mom was
Melissa,
two, Christy was two, Melissa
Cody's
was one.
other sister, is also the handicapped one, also struggling with breast cancer, who just had one breast removed.
My grandmother went through breast cancer twice. So, yeah. So, on April 24th at 8:19 p.m., I got a text from Christy, and she said, Mom is still at the hospital getting the PICC line now. Spoke to her earlier. She sounded good. She said she vomited this morning, but not since then. She walked the halls and sat in the sun near a window for about an hour, hoping that this message, or hoping this PICC line will go for strength and energy.
Give her?
Oh, yeah. Okay, Miss Brent. Okay, give her strength and energy. And she was still on there. She was still in there in the hospital on April 24th.
So 2 months ago.
And then I kept texting her, and I said, well, she keeps saying that she's getting out. She's getting out. She's getting out. And Chrissy keeps saying, she goes, well, maybe it'll be tomorrow. I don't know. Waiting on the doctor.
So now are we clear? And Cooch all big mad that we showed family, but then she doxed my sister's phone number last night on her live. Okay. You can't have it both ways. Can't be mad and then do the same fucking thing. That's okay. I needed the last piece to figure out who I was going to go after.
Here's one on May 2nd from Christy. Just spoke to Mom. Mom was okay. She had a rough night. Called her while I was on the road, and she said she ate a little bit and got meds in her. She didn't eat 200 calories a day. She needs so much more. She's so skinny. And I'm not going to show the picture because I don't do that like y'all do. But my mother is very skinny, and she's always been like a healthy, like looking woman. You know, she's a truck driver, and she is like skinny as skinny can be. Like, she's skinny. I showed John. John's like, oh my god, that doesn't look like her. I'm like, you think? Let me see, where did I It says she's gonna see the doctor on Tuesday again. Hopefully, incision will be better, and she will be eating more by then. She's hard as hell to try to feed or get any nutrition or meds in, as we all know. She's stubborn as hell. Of course, yes, she is. She definitely does what she wants when she wants. And then my sister said that she's going to be down in a few more weeks. So obviously, check on her and spend another 2 weeks with her. She said that she's been cleaning, the house and stuff because my mom can't do it because her whole stomach from her belly button all the way up between both of her boobs, she said was cut open, so she can't do the house. So Christy did all that. She did the cooking for her so that way the other people can eat and made my mom her broth stuff and everything. Heal. And you know what sucks is that nobody remembered my birthday because everything was focused on my mother, which I wasn't mad.
No, baby,
But
you
it
can't be
just
mad about
sucked.
that.
It just sucks.
No, I
because,
know.
Like Christy,
I
my
know,
mom
baby. I
never
know.
forgot. But I know
But
there's so much.
I
going
told
on.
you to start with my grandmother.
But it just that was this year was the first year I never got a birthday.
Yeah, but
wish
baby,
from,
no, you
my
can't.
sisters, because
When
I know.
No, but
it
when
just-
I told you my grandmother,
that's when it becomes
I
real
know,
to
but
me.
like when my grandmother,
That's what I'm saying. I'm not
She was
saying it in a bad way. I'm just saying that's when it became
You can't let
kind
that-
of real. To
it didn't
me.
bother. Let me explain it to you. When my grandmother was sick, and it was my last birthday with her. I didn't know it was my last birthday at that time, but it was my 27th birthday, or 28th. Yeah, I was 28 when she died. And it was my birthday, and I was driving her around, because she was my best friend. Even prior to cancer, my friends used to yell at me all the fucking time because they said, "You're the only 20-year-old I know that spends more time with your fucking grandmother than your own friends." And I'm like, well, she's cooler than all y'all, so I don't know what to tell you. But on my last birthday, I was driving her around doing errands and blah 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 blah, blah, and she was sick. And I had her out all day. It was like, I picked her up at noon. And it was around like 6 or 7 o'clock at night. And we were in my car, and she wanted to go to another store. And I'm like, I can't. I gotta go. And she's like, why? And I felt bad because I know that she was sick, and I didn't want to make her cry. I knew she was sick, and I didn't want to make her feel bad. I'm like, I got dinner plans, and I didn't want to say. And she's like, we'll just have dinner with me, But I had my friends were taking me out for my birthday. And I said, no, I can't. I got to go out. And she's like, why? I'm like, because it's my birthday. And she's like, oh my fucking God. And she started crying. And I started crying. I'm going to cry now. But that's why I'm Cody. You can't, it's just something that.
No, I know, but
you can't get upset.
I showed you
Yeah.
You see how she's half her size. It's so sad. It's so sad. But you know what? It's so good. She's a strong woman. It's good. It happens. I wish I could have saw that smile, but obviously I couldn't because it was ruined.
And after that, so let's just recap. They saw that we were in Florence, South Carolina at 9:30. So they guesstimated we would be arriving at Cody's mom's house because they know where she lives. Obviously, they called the cops there. And that was the time. If we drove straight, we would arrive there. But little did they know, we went to South Florida first. Because I just had something in the back of my mind saying, I don't know. Let's go to Lauderdale first. And then, we'll head up because, Vero from Lauderdale is only like an hour and a half. It's not that big of a deal. We used to do that drive every day. So at one point I was working in Vero and living in Fort Lauderdale. So I did that drive every day. Not a big deal. And they called. She was sick. She is sick. They tried to get into the house. Who was like? Was it the water delivery, Cody, or like oil or some shit? Like when the cops came the first time, like who was it? A water delivery or what was it? Like a truck pulled in, some type of delivery.
For the solar panel.
Oh, for solar panels. They're getting solar panels. Solar panel truck rolls in, and then the cops are like questioning the solar panel drivers because there is a fugitive that they're trying to find, being Cody.
Don't forget when she was picking up her medication.
And you forget the second time they called.
To her.
Then they called at 2:00 in the morning. Was it the next day or the day after? I can't remember. Like, is it 2 days after? Then they called the cops to our house a second time, and we were live. And I don't remember what it was. Early morning, when y'all thought we were at Angela's or Skyla's or where the fuck you thought. Blackbriar, Blackshear, fucking Guatemala, where the fuck we've been. Fargo, I don't know. They seem to have our spot. And they called again. And the reason why we can't get the FOIA is because Paul Stickyfish, like, did it through the FBI. So there's no trace of it. Ain't that some shit? And the reason why we went to South Florida first was because I was going to stay in Lauderdale. I was going to stay in Lauderdale.
My mother's stay there for the weekend.
We drove down there because I was going to stay in Lauderdale and hang out with my friends that I haven't seen in like a decade because we moved out of Lauderdale in 2015, so it's almost been 10 years since I've seen anybody. And I do have a lot of friends down there. And the reason why I say that is because, we previously stated, me and Cody's mom don't have the best relationship. So I wanted Cody to be able to go to his mom's house without me, and he could spend like a few days there and sleep over, and like that him and her could have a great time together. And I wouldn't be there because I didn't want to be like, I just wanted that for Cody. So we drove to Lauderdale to go to my friend's house, which I won't say their name because then you'll start fucking with them. And then that hits us. But then you're saying that we're at Angela's house when time doesn't compute. Just like, once they get something stuck in their fucking head, like all day yesterday, they were convinced we were at this Blackshear Comfort Inn. And once they have something stuck, it was an hour away from Angela's house. Until I'm like, well, if we got a motel and we were still with Angela, why would we drive an hour from her house?
An hour each way to go there like 4 times a day? What?
So we had drove down to Lauderdale. Cody was going to drop me off. And then he was going to ride back up to Vero. So then this all fucking comes into play. That's all ruined. And they're all making clips that we're there in Florida, but at the same time they're saying that we're also in Georgia. Just like yesterday when they were saying all day long we're in Blackshear fucking Georgia.
Before anybody says anything,
and I'm like, okay, we're not there.
Our attorney has all of this, so he will be addressing it.
Oh, now we have a new attorney for something else.
No, it will be addressed.
That's why we could use the any donations would be great because now we retained a second attorney for another matter, and that's why I needed the last part of the puzzle for Krakow. What a fucking nightmare. This is all, you saw us driving down there. We were having a good time. Like, we went to Buc-ee's. And, like, I never in a million years would have thought all this would have fucking happened. And you robbed my husband of seeing his mother. And I don't care what you say. Well, Cody's mom is so disgusted by it because after the second time she got the cops called to her house, the reason why I had to end that live that one night was because then they started ringing her cell phone off the hook, her house line off the hook, her business line off the hook. her husband's line off the hook. And after all that shit, Cody's mom's like, you know what? Let's just wait till this cools off, and maybe next time don't tell anybody anything. Can you wave to me just to make sure? Reagan, is that you? I have to be or text me. I've already seen what you look like. Okay, it's her. Hey,
Hey,
what's up?
what's up? Is there an echo?
No, not at all.
Okay.
So yeah, so after all that, and then like you heard Cody, was it last night when you said that? Then she was at Publix or whatever.
I can't hear you. Besides, like,
She was Publix or whatever. She was at Publix yesterday, and when the cop ran into her, and
she was getting her prescriptions, and a cop came up to her, and he asked, you know, how she was doing, whatever, and she wasn't even up at like the counter. She said I was like third or fourth in line. He goes, and he just all of a sudden out of nowhere says, "Have you heard from your son?" And she goes, "What?" She goes, "You guys were at my house before, like a couple of days ago." She goes, "I told you, I haven't seen him." So yeah, it's safe to say that she just wants to be left alone a moment. Which I told you, that's how they do it. They watch the house. I'm like, I know these people are fucking low and they're fucking skeezy, and the thought did cross my mind. I was kind of testing it, but it was there in my mind. But I didn't really think that they would rob. They would fuck with a sick woman, and I certainly didn't think that they would try to arrest her son in front of a sick woman.
Yeah, but they're next level.
Yeah, well, even for them, I thought, yeah, what are they going to do? Maybe, but I really didn't put much faith into it, but then it happened. So here we are.
Yeah, I think after seeing Dreamsicle write that in the group chat.
What did Dreamsicle write?
Remember she was saying, oh God, I'd have to find it, but she was saying something about when you were visiting Angela. Remember?
Oh yeah, to have the cops sent to Angela's house.
Yeah.
Let
me see if I can find it.
I don't even remember which batch that was.
I bet I have the screenshot of it. Let me look. Because I don't either.
Oh, by the way, Cooch, looking at your brother's Twitter here, Kevin Kroll. It's at Kevin Kroll. He really doesn't look like he's an important person here. Keep searching, you fucking creeps.
Let me look.
Oh, look, and Kevin Kroll's a Trump supporter. Good for you, Kevin. So if you want to reach out to, and don't forget that Cooch's brother Kevin is giving her a monthly stipend to harass people online. Because here's the story behind that. Now we've seen Cooch's very nice looking family. Her brother looks very successful. Her nieces and nephews graduated college. They seem like they have all the moving parts working for them. I would never think that this family would have, a fucking loser like Cooch, just to be honest with you. And Cooch is some degenerate, obese fucking whore. I'm sorry, she wishes she was a whore. That wannabe whore. Boom, you roasted. Oh my god! Remember the thing she was saying in the group chat, like how she wishes she was a whore and all that shit. Like, oh god, gross.
Yeah.
So,
I don't need that thought.
I So when Cooch's father died, he had some money, and there was a trust. And since Cooch's brother Kevin didn't trust her because she's a fucking drug addict. I mean, like, you know, she brags about how many fucking shrooms she fucking does a
I
day.
was gonna say she's the shroom.
Yeah. And then they call us drug addicts. I mean, she brags about it.
Yeah, and she does them online. She's like,
The only thing I smoke pot, and that's about as sexy as it gets for me. You know, not that I didn't, you know, have my fun in my younger years, but as you know, that's me. I smoke pot, and it's as much fun as it gets for me. So he is the executor and decided that Cooch is to be trusted, and he wanted her nowhere near the money. So that's why her brother Kevin gives her a stipend every month, and that's what she lives off of.
If she takes a large lump, it'd be gone.
Is it that much?
Who knows?
I don't know. It's well,
I mean,
you know.
I mean, I guess we'll find out because I mean.
But you know, it's easy to hide things now because since in court, since this guy is paying for Cooch's livelihood,
then he's gonna have to pay.
He can, yeah.
He's gonna.
He's gonna get dragged into it.
Or she's gonna have to show up by herself. So either or. So
exactly, Tenhead.
You either get a lawyer or you don't have one. But either way, I mean, someone's gonna have to pay for the attorney. So.
And this guy's he seems to be a big shot. So, yeah. And I don't give a.
After you showed those pictures yesterday, she honestly seems like the black sheep in the family.
Oh, black sheep. Oh, shit. She's the black oxen. Boom, you roasted.
She's the black buffalo.
Roasted.
So, yeah.
There's no way. I mean, I can't imagine she could pay for an attorney.
No.
No, her family would have to. That's fine, whatever. As long as they can pay for one and whatever.
Well, she better start coming up with some shit fast.
I mean, they seem like the type that, I mean, I don't know them. Well, okay, I take that back. Anyways, carrying on. Now I lost my train of thought. They seem, how do I say this?
Did you just watch Biden fail in the debate? Did Biden? Are you getting a light case of Biden right now? You can't remember what you're gonna say.
No, I think I told you yesterday why I'm walking that back. So I'm just gonna go ahead and say yes. I have a case of Biden, but
you got some light fighting going on.
Yeah. I'm just gonna say that I would assume that it would be a situation where, like, you got yourself in this, you're gonna get yourself out of it.
Someone on Reddit made an account with Addie's real name is doxing her. You're being accused of ignoring everyone that proves you wrong. I don't know what. I understand. I understand the first sentence. I don't understand the second.
Yeah, all I paid attention to is the first. That's fucked up. Even I said last night, I don't even know Addie's real name.
I'm going to text her and let her know. You're being accused of ignoring everyone that proves you wrong.
Is that directed towards you?
I don't know what that means.
Is that towards you or Addie?
I'm struggling with the second part of that.
Whatever. Next. We'll circle.
Yeah.
Did you just give her that ball? Huh?
Huh? What?
Oh, sorry. Kuma, come. You're fine. Oh, God. I don't know how this is going to go over. Rye just shut the door of the store on the dog.
Uh-oh.
Kuma, come.
Oh, I have a message. Oh, yeah.
Is she being doxxed?
Oh, this is doxing everybody. Message to Karen, Ashton, Phyllis, and other JY supporters. A lot of women in chats cheer as he posts families, kids, and just calling schools, cops, CPS. Send super chats to support. How would you feel if it was done to you? Ooh. Ooh. Every time he doxes someone, should someone in his chat get doxed? Oh, they're doxing all my friends in this post.
Ooh, vice versa. Like you've been doing. Stupid.
They're doxing you, Brooklyn. Would you like your salon called? Well, the fun thing about Brooklyn is that she works for herself and her salon's in her fucking house.
So when you want to call
So have fun with that.
Just go
Wait, let me get Brooklyn up here real quick.
the manager.
Let me see. She was
Ask
in the
for
chat
the owner.
before. Yeah. Please, when you call her salon, ask for the owner.
God, they just make themselves look fucking just
Worse and worse.
just dumber. Every single time. Every fucking time. They hate when they look wrong.
I don't give a fuck about Crack Elf and her fucking fake Harvard degree and her fucking dental hygienist shit. Why would I have to give a fuck about this fucking loser?
Look at that.
Sierra.
John, what was the second hotel that they said that we were at again?
You think I really care about this bitch? Like, you know, if I had time to talk to have to respond to every fucking hater, that's all I do every day, all fucking day. Yeah, but please, you go ahead and call Brooklyn Salon. You let me know how that works out for you.
Put it on speakerphone and play the message when you talk to him. Please, I want to hear this too. I think the president would like to hear this.
Ooh, they're doxing Wicked, Addie, Brooklyn, and anybody else reading. Look at them. Don't worry. I already have 15 reports of shit taken down.
Why aren't they posting on their fan club?
And then here they go again. What has Brooklyn girl done to anybody? And Brooklyn's been the most even-keeled person that I've ever had up. She's respectful to everybody.
Did she?
So,
I don't see her in chat at all.
she was earlier. But it is 1 o'clock in the morning. It was Paul Stinkyfish. Well, we have Paul Stinkyfish cop to it. He confessed.
Oh, there's Addie.
You know, I know, and then, you know, Heidi had said that Paul gave Heidi proof that Maria is involved. I know it's just not. There was three people. It's Maria, Stinkyfish, and Chomo. Tony Chomo. Those are the three people involved with this whole police thing. And they're crafty. They made sure to do it through the FBI. And he already said that.
Because they didn't want to get caught.
And he already copped to that.
But meanwhile, you can't be a real fucking human or a real man or a real woman, no nothing, and actually like step up and be like, yeah, I did it.
Hey, Velvet.
That just shows like you're just a fucking wuss. You're nothing but just a coward and a wuss. Like that's all it shows. It doesn't show anything at all. You got nowhere with it. So good for you for nothing, I guess. For wasting time. Which it seems like you guys do a lot of.
And he says, John knows how I feel about some of the stuff he does. He knows that I understand the way. He also knows there's a reason I don't talk about this stuff much in chat. So, yeah. No one's in control of me. No one on Earth, not even Cody, is in control of me.
And everybody knows that too. And the same way. You can.
So if my husband, who I've been with for 16 fucking years, can't control me, the people in my chat certainly fucking can.
John,
like, sorry, John, I march to the beat of my own fucking drum, y'all. I always have, and I always will. I am my own fucking person, and that's me.
I do my own thing. If I want to go for a walk by myself.
So them blaming anybody in my chat and trying to ruin their lives because they're allowing it, well then you know what? I'm going to start doing it right back to everyone in y'all's chats. How you going to like that now?
Well, that's what they want, so there you go.
Because I can get really going and dox the fuck out of everybody in all your chats very easily.
And it's like Pringle. You can't stop at just one.
So which way do you want to go with this? Because in 25 minutes, I have everybody in Crystal Oaks family. Crack Elves, Crystal Oaks, I have their whole fucking family right in front of me. Kids, grandkids, aunts. What was it, Aunt Lisa? Let me see here. Who do I have here so far?
Follow them.
I mean, I have the whole fucking clan.
They called my family. They called yours.
So, you want to keep doing this. How's it gonna play out?
Give me the number. I'll call. I have every right to call. They called the police to my mother's house, so give me the number. I'll call. I'll call right now. I'll do it.
How are we gonna do this? Because now you're attacking everyone in my chat. And I am very protective of people who support me and are my friends. So, how are we gonna play this? This is why they're doing this to your friends. You can't stop yourself. So because this is my fault and I can't stop myself, they're going to punish everyone around me? That's your fucking retort? So yeah. Let's fucking do it. I have I know all the people in Cooch's chat. Maria's, Brooks. So how are we going to play this? Especially from the group chat and all the fucking doxing you did in the group chat. I have all of it. Every single one of your information. Like, let's see. There's Crystal Dad right there, the bounty hunter, all bald with a blue shirt. The 80-year-old who lost the fire. Yeah, it must be. It must be me. But did you ever think, well, if they didn't call the cops to Cody's mom's house, what would have happened? Reddit. Do you think this all would have transpired if they called the cops to Cody's mom's house? No. Or would me and Cody have had a nice weekend? He would have spent time with his mom. I would have spent time with my friends. We would have been online at all.
No, actually, you still would have been online.
No, I wouldn't have.
You probably would have bickered back and forth, like here and there, like who we can. But I would have been able to do my thing, which I'm not even part of this fucking internet
All right.
bullshit.
Well, you know what? I'm done with you.
So, but no, they have to ruin everything because they have to be on top.
But honestly, do you think this would have happened if the cops weren't called?
They're never on top. They'll never be on top.
And how many times in the group chat did we see John is quiet, C was quiet, let's fuck with him?
Mm-hmm.
But right, we're the crazy ones.
Oh, no one's saying nothing. Let's play like old videos and like see if we get a spark out of it. Yeah. And they're all laughing back. Oh, play that one. Oh, I'll send you this one. Play that one. Or, oh, let me swap you with that one. And here's this one. Like, yeah, of course. Come on. But meanwhile, you're supposed to be crocheting? You still haven't even made one little baby sock yet. After all these years. Not even one sock.
Can somebody do me a favor and unblock that Reddit person that I just blocked? Because I'd like to see their answer to this. Dreamsicle. Call in Cody's warrant now. He's in Georgia. He's a lot closer to Florida now. This is on February 26, 2024. Unblock that Reddit person for me. Because what's their answer to this one? Because me and Cody were at Angela's house breaking a story about Michael. So what was their reason then? I'd love to hear their answer on this one.
Oh, and that's funny because the police didn't show up and because they didn't care.
And also, although Georgia's closer to Florida, it's still not Florida. So the cops still wouldn't go arrest Cody in Georgia. And you're going to tell me this hasn't been planned for a long time? This is Maria. Maria Vega's dirty fucking name all over this shit.
You're talking to kids.
And look who liked the comment. Maria, you're going to pay. You know this, right? Hey, Reddit, now that you're unblocked, what say you about this? This wasn't planned for months?
You're talking to pre-K like women here, John. Come on. They've already went past like their prime and everything else, and now they're starting.
So you're going to tell me this wasn't planned for months? Even when we were, and again, we were in Georgia. I was breaking the news about Michael leaving. We were getting national attention. And what's their plan? Calling Cody's warrant. He's in Georgia. Who is Cody bothering in Georgia?
Who am I bothering at all?
Hey, Rakin, you there? You can't FOIA the FBI. Okay, you are just fucking sad. Now you're getting blocked. Now, okay, block this asshole again.
If you're so smart, well, then you do it yourself.
Someone block this asshole again.
Idiot.
So Paul copped I showed the text of Cody's mom saying, boy, what did you do? The cops are here looking for you. Paul admitted to it. But then you're going to say nobody showed up? Jesus. And these are the fucking idiots I deal with. Block this fool, please.
But meanwhile, my 64-year-old mother that is sick, that has no idea of this internet bullshit or anything like that, she's going to sit here and make up that the police came here at the same time that we were going to head down there and bypassed it, and then that's.
And this is how I know Maria liked it.
How
Maria liked it.
How is that a coincidence?
And when we were in Georgia, we weren't talking drama. We weren't talking about Maria fucking Vega or Brooke fucking Graham. We were talking about Angela and Michael. But see, they can't have anything good happen to us. So what's their plan? I was getting national attention. Call the cops to Angela's house, Dreamsicle says, and get him arrested. Get the fuck out of here with this shit. What a joke. No, anybody with fucking two peas in their phone. They're not lying.
She don't even fucking know. One guy.
And see, how is it getting turned on me? Now you're doxing my friends because, and you've had this plan the whole fucking time. And Maria Vega. God, I don't have this one to see tonight. I just don't. No, she doesn't. Look at her face. I already answered that question.
Exactly.
She hasn't slept since fucking the internet was fucking invented. First chance Maria got to go on a modem on Prodigy. Fucking probably in 1993, she got hooked. But yeah, they graze over this whole calling the cops. Exactly, Summer. Because you make sense, Summer. And this is them fucking with us all the goddamn time, going real fucking life. And then they get mad. Oh, I showed a family picture? You're trying to get my fucking husband arrested. Fuck you and your fucking family.
Fuck off.
Fuck you and fuck your family hard.
I'll show your fucking neck.
You're fucking with my family. You're trying to get my spouse arrested on a fucking 12-year-old pot warrant for your fucking sick shit. So I give a negative 25 fucks about your family. I'll post everybody in your fucking family. And then they have the balls to say, oh no, he's posting a picture of my old dad. Well, fuck you and your father. Fuck you, I'm your aunt.
And fuck his sisters too.
Yeah.
And fuck their mother. And your great aunt.
You a bitch, and so was your aunt.
The whole fucking family is a bitch.
I'd be surprised if somebody got that line. You a bitch, and so is your aunt.
And if you don't like it, lick my clean asshole, bitch.
So yeah, tell me again how this hasn't been planned for months. It's just a great big giant coincidence that twice in the span of 4 months did they try to send cops to get Cody arrested.
When you come after me, you're gonna get a lot of fucking shit. So it's whatever, however they want to fucking play. I don't give a fuck.
And when you try to get my spouse arrested for your fucking sick shit, and then when you rob my spouse of seeing his sick mother, everything's off the fucking table. That's it. Everything. I'm gonna show your whole fucking life.
They're getting. You know what? Let them do what they want. I've already said it.
And now I'm gonna go after your subs because you're going after mine. Let's see what I was able to ascertain about. Let's see what I learned about good old Crystal.
Mom actually said this morning when we were doing our thing and like whatever.
So Amy is the aunt in over there for let's see. Then there's Jessica Lauren.
John.
What? So many people here from her family. Sonia. Or here's a grand idea: you could leave me and Cody the fuck alone and let us fucking be. But no, right? We've been down that road too many fucking times. Too many people are fucking making money off me now. And now you'll pay. And let's not forget it was Bolt that told me. And let's not forget that Brooke texted me and she was trying to say, we're trying to figure out who it is. We're trying to help you. Something Maria lied about twice and put the kibosh on. And then Maria had Brooke block me again because I'm sure Brooke got a spanking that night. Right? They have no problems doing all this horrible shit. But then when I react, oh God, no, I'm the devil. Okay. Wait, do we have Dreamsicle's info yet? Because I'd like to go after her first. So which way you want to play it? I'll put this out there to everybody. If y'all leave me alone and my husband, I have no issues forgetting that you all fucking existed. And I can go back to my life of talking about stupid fucking TV shows or all the diarrhea shits I have in a fucking day or how much Biden sucks. And you'll be free of me and I'll be free of you. I have no issue with that. This will all stop right now. But somehow I have a feeling that that'll fall on deaf ears, and I wonder why. So there you go, everybody. Maria, Brooke, Cooch, Crystal, Sierra, Tammy, Tony. God, these fucking people. Christy. This all goes away if you just leave us alone.
You talk about it, it's gonna get worse.
It's going to get a lot worse. And don't worry, Johnny H Fan Club 6 will be done. Will be down shortly. And they'll make another one, and another one, and another one.
Well, that's
Because
what they do.
clearly, I mean,
all know that's
just
the
seeing that
routine.
alone shows me that that's never going to stop.
It's the fucking routine. Isn't that like the in training thing that they give everybody anyways? Like, oh, don't
You know, if Maria Vega truly wanted YouTube to be fun, every live she would do wouldn't be trashing fucking people and lying about fucking people. Because that's all you got, Maria Vega. A nasty fucking heart and two ugly fucking shoes.
a bad fucking dye job.
And you'd think, if I was really tormenting these people as they claim, oh no, John's doing this, then they'd all jump at the opportunity to get some peace in their life, right?
They don't want peace.
Wouldn't that be like, a normal reaction?
They're bored.
Because I'm saying here right now,
To do in their life.
tomorrow I can wake up,
go, volunteer somewhere,
and never think about all y'all again, and move on with my life. Or what's going to happen is that tomorrow when I wake up, it's going to be a million times worse, and I'm going to fire back. And when I fire back, it's good. Good luck.
It's not just you. Trust me, because they brought my name into this. That's not a good thing. I told you that years ago. But they want to fucking play. They want to play. They want to play big dogs. Well, let's do it then. If that's how y'all want to play it, I want to make sure that you are able to make sure you can handle and your attorney can handle also, because there ain't no joking when it comes to old Betty Boo. There ain't no joking.
So either we all walk away, or we all burn each other down.
Plus, we got two attorneys that are in the family, so 2 calls, easy.
Well,
right there.
That's a different issue.
No, I'm just saying. No, I'm saying that if they want to keep talking about my family.
I know, but what you're saying, they're going to take out of context. Just don't even say it.
All right. Well, Mom will take care of anything in the family. Let me tell you that.
And I swear on my eyesight, on my marriage to Cody, on my 3 cats, on my mother's grave, on my grandmother's grave, on anything I hold dear, on a Bible, that I have no issue walking away and being left alone. And then I'm good with it. But something tells me that's not going to happen. And we'll see who keeps it going. Because I have every detail about each one of your fucking families. I've taken copious notes. And since you're trying to destroy mine, I'm going to pay you back in fucking spades.
Oh, yeah. I'm ready for it. Let's do it.
And I'm just getting started.
I'm ready for it.
Oh, by the way, where am I?
I don't care if it kills me doing it.
Oh, don't forget, Horsefucker Jay today has the tracker on us, or is it Yahoo Boy when he was walking around Krakow? I don't remember. Crazy.
But meanwhile, my car wasn't even parked there.
Where's my car? That's the one.
But yet they're still tracking stuff. But how do you have a tracker on my car when my car was not even at the house for almost a year, because I had it in the garage of a friend's house because she needed to use it.
Yeah. And I don't think I'm being I think I'm being very fair considering what's been done. Curious why Brooke hasn't gone live and said, I can't believe this fucking Crystal bitch called my job. She's always bitching about people fucking with her job, and she's a nurse and this, that, and the other. There's evidence right there. And what does Brooke say? Nothing. Brooke, you are such a fucking pussy. For someone like Brooke to call everybody and their mother a pussy ass bitch, Brooke, you are the mother of pussy ass bitches. What happened to your vagina? Where are your ovaries? Back up, Brooke. And the funny thing is that never in a million years did all these assholes ever think I'd find out their identities. And now I have all of them. And some of y'all got money. Some of y'all it's worth suing. Crack Elf with her fucking trust fund, right? And Cooch with her little fucking inheritance. Lots of money to be had in lawsuits. And now I know where to go. Dr. Tony, Taliban Tony. He's got a lot of money. That's why I kind of needed to know who everybody was to see who I can go after. Because, I'm not going to sue somebody like Maria who rents her house. It's just not worth it. And now I got everyone's fucking ID. Of course, Summer, I know. It's not C related, but I mean, Brooke, you make yourself look worse and worse every day. And I go hard on Brooke because I know at one point there was some decency in her. And God, Brooke, you're a fucking disgraziata, is what you are. A big fucking giant disgrace. And, Brooke, your name's all over this shit and this group chat. And look at Maria liking Cole and Cody's warrant. How's that going to look in front of the judge, Maria? So this has been planned for a while. Maria Vega, the demon, Spawn, Beelzebub. There's no one on this planet more evil than Maria Vega.
No, I disagree.
No, I feel like she's Hitler's daughter.
Nah.
I feel like Maria is
He had two daughters.
The daughter of
Marie.
Eva Braun
and Marie.
And who?
And Marie.
Anne Graham?
Yes.
And who's the other one?
Marie.
Marie who?
Oh. That's the two, yes. They're twins from the same devil, but different mothers.
And Marie has been getting away with murder for years. She robbed a fucking bank. Her parents paid for it. She's been... And then she got the guy fired. Jesus Christ. She's been ruining lives her whole fucking life.
Was that when she what? Some funny people that when? When did that start, John?
But, you know, all the haters that were talking shit about me and giving up their identities to people they thought would never talk to me, you have no idea how fast people gave you up. It didn't even have to take me any type of like convincing or anything. They have all given you up as fast as they fucking could. Thank you, Sly. Who got him? Let me see who got him. Did any Bushwatchers here? Let me see. Who got the 10? Let's see. Summer, good. Star, good. Beetlejuice, I don't think I've seen you. Patty, good. Cozy Games, I've never seen. Mona. I think Mona's. Oh, DeRoth. Hey, DeRoth. Hey, DeRoth, where do you stand with all this? DeRoth, since you're here watching and you've been teeter-tottering, do you agree with your friend Maria?
DeRoth or DeReet?
DeRoth? No, not Dorit. Dorit's the other bitch.
Okay. No. I just want to make sure.
Since you've just been out of DeRoth, your thoughts on all this? And Mona, yeah, Mona. I'm happy Miss Lisa got one. I don't know. B loves honey tea. That's never been in my chat before. But thank you, Sly. That was a good. You got a couple people on that one. You got DeRosa and Mona on that one. That was a good one. And DeRosa sends me messages. She goes, "Oh, I'm sorry, John. I can't believe I fell for it." And then she goes back to Maria's chat. You know, DeRosa, you are kind of like a flip flopper. You're like, you're kind of like on like the Jen Bailey level now. Like, you know, pick a side, sugar get off the pot. You know,
Can't have cake and then want cream cheese on the side too. Either bacon or a steak. Take your pick.
no, it's DeRosa. She's been around for a while. Sorry, now I'm gifting. Oh, Amber, I just bought you a membership. Now I'm using my own money to buy memberships because I wanna. Amber, you're welcome. I wanted to see if I could get anybody else, but I really can't afford. I bought 5 memberships yesterday, and money's a little tight right now, so we got a lot going on.
Oh man, now I can't even buy cat food. Oh, jeez, John.
Hold on, Geneva, is that you backstage?
Guys, I'm just kidding.
Okay. Hey, Geneva, you're up.
Hey.
Hey.
What's up?
So what are we missing? What am I missing? I missed like the last 15
Why don't
minutes.
you fill us in about Sierra?
About who?
Sierra.
Oh, what about her?
About
I would tell people to go report that sub for doxing everybody, but the thing is Crack Elf is the moderator, so you're basically just going to be reporting her to herself. So,
oh no, I've already gotten 10 posts down on that one. We were reporting it like crazy. That sub will be done in a day or two.
Yeah, I mean, because that one's still up, and I can't even believe that. And you know, they're the ones who always preach, "Oh, right is right, wrong is wrong," blah 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 blah. But like, you get pissed off when we expose who you guys are, but yet it's okay for you to expose who I am and you are and everybody else is. It's like, for fuck's sake, you had my picture on your thumbnail yesterday. You said my name, my full legal name, in your live yesterday. That's okay. But God forbid these people who've been harassing people for years get exposed and all hell breaks loose. No. Sorry.
No.
You can't sit here and say that you're holier than thou when you're out there doing the same thing. And Mona, fuck off.
Now, what's Mona saying?
You guys want to do lives about killing people? Sorry, K-ing people? Go do a live about Mona, because Mona's the one who threatens to go around K-ing people.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, her, that Campbell Soup person and that Petty Kitty are Muzz's, like, they're basically her only friends. And this Mona chick is insane. Insane. She's obsessed with wanting to K people. Obsessed. She's the one who told she was going to come and K Star. She was going to come and K me. She was going to come and K Josh in the UK. Like, she wants to K everybody. She told me, she said in a chat when they were bitching about me that she has weapons, pew-pews. She's a really good shot, and she's going to come and find me.
Aren't there messages of her saying this stuff? I feel like I've seen those.
She said that in a live stream, in a chat.
Jesus.
But yes, she also says this stuff, and she was the one who was calling Josh, like, the R word, and yeah, she's a real peach. She's a freaking psycho. So yeah, congratulations on your membership, Mona. Sorry, I just had to go off on that one because I cannot stand her.
No, it's fine.
She called everybody racists too.
Wait, I mean, like, I thought she's like a hardcore racist.
Skylar's a racist. Star's a racist. We're all racist. But what about Lindsay? Miss
Cat in the Wall?
What?
Cat in the Wall?
Is she the one with the cats in the walls?
Yep. She's the one who talks about my adopted black boys all the time. Not that they're boys or adopted, but whatever. Yeah, that's where you saw her, Susie. As a matter of fact, I think Muzz just did a live defending her honor sometime. I don't know if it was yesterday. But she did a whole ass live not defending Mona's honor. And somebody else. I think it was Mona and somebody else. And then she got, I guess, struck for it. She played music and got a copyright strike for it, and then bitched about it on her community tab. Where's you can't make that shit up. Like, you can't.
I mean, I just don't fucking know. And this has all been planned, and like, oh, but we're the bad guys. Okay.
Right. So now, what's been planned? I heard you saying something has been planned. What was being planned?
Look at the screen, Geneva. Look. Colin Cody's.
When was this? In February. Okay.
This is when we were at Angela's house breaking the Michael story when he was gone.
Oh, is that when that was?
And me being at Angela's house had nothing to do with drama or Brooke Graham or Maria Vega or Dreamsicle. I was there breaking a story, getting international news about it. and they couldn't fucking stand it. So their idea, well, Cody's in Georgia. He's a lot closer to Florida. Call in the warrant now. And again, you dumb fuck. Georgia, Florida police would not leave the
When you
state.
first started
doubt
going
even-
to Angela's, when you first started going there, Yahoo Boy was always saying we should call the warrant and we should call the warrant. Yahoo
But
Boy
they
is
would-
obsessed with that warrant.
I
He's
doubt that
known
even leave Indian River County. You know,
Yeah.
when we were still living in Florida, and Cody had the warrant, and that happened in 2012, and we left in 2015, and you know, we were living in Broward County, which is Fort Lauderdale. You know, Cody had gotten pulled over a few times, and with the warrant, and not even the Broward County fucking sheriffs, like, you know, took him. So,
They knew exactly what was going on anyway.
and that's, you know, an hour and a half away from Vero. So do you think like that they're gonna go to Georgia and get him for a 12-year-old misdemeanor pot warrant? Or do you
I'm
think
sure
they're
they got
gonna
bigger and better fish to fry. They don't care about that.
go?
If they do care about that, then they're stupid because there's way more important things that they
Of
need
course,
to do.
Yahoo wanted Cody in jail. He's been hot for my
he's
cock since he met
obsessed
me.
with that warrant. He's always been obsessed with that.
Hot for my cock.
On a road trip.
Yeah, Fritzy's been wanting to suck my dick since he told me about the fucking camper in the RV that we were gonna travel together.
I forgot about that
Oh
RV.
no.
It makes sense why he'd want
And
my
John
husband
said,
arrested.
I have a husband. He goes,
Also, I want to clarify too,
That he didn't
whoever
know I had
is limoncello. Two things: limoncello. I think it's supposed to be limoncello. One, yeah, I did tell you about my cancer because when I was talking to you was right around the time that I was found out I was no longer in remission. So yeah, I told you about that. Two, no, I'm not going to lie about that crack chat to anybody. I was in that crack chat for maybe 2 or 3 weeks before Phil decided to kick me out. And when I was in that chat, there were barely anybody. There was like, I think 6 or 7 people in it. So if anybody else was in that chat, it was long after I got kicked out. So yeah, and I will gladly hand over whatever I have of that chat, which isn't much because I wasn't there long, to John if he wants it. Like it's no freaking secret. It's no freaking secret that I was in with you guys back then, for crying out loud.
Oh no, I couldn't stand you, Geneva. You were fucking
I know.
Satan. You were
Yeah.
horrible.
I was. I was a piece of shit, and it's no secret.
Geneva and I have both admitted shit, you know? I don't know why these people think it's some like mic drop.
Well, it's like they're saying, oh yeah, probably she's gonna lie to Joe. Oh no. Actually, no, I know who said that. It was over in Jewel's chat, which was disappointing. That somebody said that I would not tell him about the crack chat or whatever. It's like I absolutely would. It's not a secret. I didn't even really remember it until it's been brought up recently.
Now that we're digging up warrants, I'm sure that, you know, looking at all these felons, like Crystal Porter Oakes and her sister was it Sandra? What's the sister? Sonia. You know, I'm sure that either one of these people or one of their family members has an active warrant because we're talking about people who break the law all the fucking time. Maria, Brooke.
Well, you know what's interesting about Sierra, by the way? She really likes the Food Network.
Yeah, right? And that's funny how
she does. Sierra does. Sierra literally really likes the Food Network.
Yeah, it's crazy how Sierra likes the Food Network.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Really likes the Food Network.
Am I supposed to be picking up something from that?
Band. She really liked to be in band when she was younger too, which is interesting.
And Crystal said her biggest fear was her daughter being doxxed, but you didn't think about that when you and your daughter were fucking tag teaming me, right?
Yeah.
And they all thought they'd get away with it. Like I know nobody in a million years ever thought that me and Geneva and Reagan would ever be on a panel together. And that goes to show
right? Seriously.
That goes to show you, like, you know, when people, you know, I get information and, you know, there you go.
When people get pushed too far, the second you push them beyond an absolute boundary, like a hard boundary, yeah, you know, people suddenly start to see things a little bit differently and start to see like, wow, this
I
is
mean,
Yeah.
you're being
this
a
crap
bitch.
they
Fucking reach out to Katie Joy about you.
Wait, what did you say?
I said, Breaking, you were being such a bitch. I had to reach out to Katie Joy about you.
Oh, that's
It's
right.
true. That's true.
Wait, what's that?
Unfortunately, she was so wrong.
She was very wrong.
Yeah.
He
I
was
mean,
so wasted.
I have to say this. Katie Joy, and like I'm not trying to drag her or shade her because I did reach out to her for help because I knew that Rakin was a thorn in Katie Joy's side. So I reached out to Katie Joy and I'm like, you have any information on this girl? And she's like, yeah, I know, I got all of it. She's a real bitch. But then she gave the wrong name, and I know it was complete. She had Leslie, whatever that person's name was it?
No, Marsha.
Marsha.
Nobody wants.
I don't even remember, but yeah, it was a completely different name. I've seen
And she was
you.
double my age.
I've seen you. I know
Yeah,
your
she
name.
was. She was like an older lady,
Yeah.
like a grandma,
Yeah.
which isn't really
That was. I'm sure. And I'm
a lot of young grandmas, but
that you're like these motherfuckers could have it more wrong right now. That's what I'd be doing if I was watching that live then.
I was. That's exactly. I'm like, what in the fuck? Like, that is not me.
right,
But
right.
but no,
when someone-
like, but as Geneva was saying, like, you get pushed to the point where you're just like,
Yeah.
I'm done with this. Like,
Mhm. Well, and it really
And-
changes, and it sucks to say, like, it has to happen to you before you see perspective in it. But in
Yeah.
a way, that's true. Like, people have to relentlessly come after you before you start to realize, like, wow, this is fucked up.
mhm.
And maybe now, and I don't know if either of you heard what I was saying earlier. Reagan, I think you were away from the keyboard and you weren't up yet, Geneva. But I was saying, like, I'm more than happy to drop this all tonight. Tomorrow I wake up and I don't think about anybody anymore.
Mhm.
And I do my lives about whatever,
Mhm.
non-drama.
Mhm.
And I'm good with it. I swear on everything holy. I can do that. As long as y'all leave me alone, you leave my husband alone, and you leave my family alone, and you leave my friends alone. I don't think that's too much to ask. I really don't.
No,
if
it's
I'm
not too much to ask.
and if I'm such a terror to these people and they go live every day, I'm so scared of John. I can't sleep.
not
But then they go live for hours and make money off of me. So which way is it?
Yeah, they're not
So-
scared of shit.
So I'm good with it. I swear. If they all, if you want to make a fucking Yalta conference out of it, we can do it that way. Where we all just decide to fucking drop it and move on. I promise you, on my mom, my everything that's ever meant something to me, I'm good with it.
Good night,
And you-
Velvet. Sorry.
Good night, Velvet. You'll never have to worry about me, and I'm good with that. But I have a feeling that that's not going to happen.
Oh, I know.
What do you guys think? Am I being
It's
too
correct.
optimistic here?
No.
You're
I
being
mean-
optimistic, yes.
And there's nothing wrong with being
understand,
optimistic.
yeah, that would be great. It would be amazing if that happened. But
And y'all can still run your drama channels and talk shit about people, just not about me. And I have no issues never talking about any of you ever again because honestly, all I want to do is forget you and forget all the shit you've done to me and my husband. That's all I want to do is forget and walk away and try to fucking live my life.
yeah,
I couldn't be more fucking honest and serious right now.
yeah. No, I agree. I'm the same way. If you leave me alone, I'll leave you alone. But you can't leave me alone. So, what choice are you leaving me? Like to
Mhm.
fight that, you know?
And I'm certainly capable of it. Like, I had a falling out with Sherelle. You don't hear me talking about Sherelle every fucking day, do you? Me and Sherelle, okay. Like, me and Auntie didn't get along. And we had a little battle. And me and Auntie
NT2?
have. Yep,
comfortable.
I'm
Well,
more than capable of, moving on. Like, as long as you're not bothering me, like AT2 or Auntie or Sherelle. And I don't want to throw Sherelle in there because me and Sherelle are good.
Sherelle's actually
yeah,
But
like
that's the thing is like you don't have to
great people.
get along with. There doesn't have to be a kumbaya.
No,
It's
I
just
was actually in Sherelle's chat a couple days ago.
Done.
They
Move
were
on.
they were
you know?
covering Atlanta. Sherelle and Perry were watching it, covering Atlanta. I was laughing my ass off. I was in their chat a few days ago.
Me too.
So I'm good with it. I really can walk away. Like, you hear me talking about Amber Sherrington ever? Like, or Katie not fucking Holmes, or like who are these other people that have come and gone? Like,
I can't even.
I can move on.
I don't.
Yeah.
I can't keep counting.
Because honestly, if I went live every day talking about everyone that's fucking fucked me over on social media,
You'd be single.
I wouldn't sleep.
Oh
I'd
gosh.
I would look like Maria.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't understand. It's so surprising to me that these people have so much time on their hands to just be in every single chat, every single live, every single.
They don't work.
Everything.
They lost their jobs. They're old. Like, Cooch is on a stipend. She don't have to fucking do anything productive.
They're
Right.
all.
You know?
I mean, like the government takes care of them because they're old as hell. So what else what can you do? Nothing but harass people because you're ashamed and depressed with your own life. That's what they do.
But I know they're gonna say, "Fuck you, John. We're gonna keep going," and I'm gonna keep going harder. And now I'm targeting everybody. So it's up to you how you want this to play out.
Well, what else would they have if it wasn't for
Right.
you or Siwa?
Well, Rick, you saw the post they put. Like, they're good. They're going. Like, and it's always like, they can't. They tried every fucking way to get me, and they can't.
Mm-hmm.
And it's how many years has it been?
They wanted to get me, and they
Petitions, canceling. But I really can't be fucked with. I've never been to jail. I've never been arrested. My income is YouTube and Instacart. And can't get fired from either of those. And I have no family. They're all gone. I mean, Cooch was doxing my sister last night, but my sister don't give a fuck. They can't. Like, there's nothing they can do to me. So they gotta get to everybody around me. And that's what they've been doing for years.
It's still so shitty to do.
It is. It's completely shitty to do.
And they say, like, that dumb Reddit fucker that was in here, his name was that Reddit account, like, you're a bad person, you bring this on yourself and you let your friends get attacked. What? It's
Your actions shouldn't make your friends get attacked.
no. And, like, so they say, well, everyone's my chat's agreeing with me and they're supporting me, so they're all shit. Well, then conversely, everyone in your chat is supporting you calling the cops to my fucking mother-in-law's house. So guess what? I'm coming for you a million times fucking harder in your chat. Because clearly, I'm gonna, I'm gonna take a page out of their book and go after their friends and subs and panelists.
Tit for tat.
Right?
There you go. So
I mean,
fuck you and fuck off.
golden rule, it's in the fucking Bible.
I don't give two shits.
Right, Summer, exactly.
Came after me. I didn't do shit.
She was crying her fat fucking eyes out yesterday. So are you threatened? Because you're not. If you were really scared of me, like you claim to be, you leave me the fuck alone. Because if you don't know what I'm capable of, why would you keep fucking with me?
Thank you.
And there it is.
Common sense.
I still haven't heard that.
That's what you learn in fucking school. Don't hit
Just
somebody.
like Maria trying to go to her attorney and trying to get me arrested on RO. But then she's in every live on after she called her attorney saying, I'm afraid of my life, she's going on her community tab calling me an asshole.
And apparently she was on Heidi's. Wasn't she on Heidi's going off too?
They teach you in fucking school, like,
And she doesn't.
don't hit somebody unless you want to get hit back.
I don't know if Maria
You
got
keep
kicked in the
trying to
head
hit
by an
somebody,
evil horse when
and
she
you're
was a
mad when
fucking
they hit
kid.
back.
Like, I don't know what stunted her fucking development or what made her evil, but like, you know, for someone being 60 fucking 1, you certainly don't have the fucking wisdom that a 61-year-old would have. Anna, on the other hand, her twin sister, is such a delightful human fucking being.
Yeah.
A pleasure to be around.
And my
And-
guess is most of Maria's family is a pleasure to be around.
Yeah.
My guess. I mean, I only
They
know,
love her around. Why do you think Maria's
I
always
agree.
you know,
Because no one in her family wants anything to do with her.
right?
Maria Vega cleaned her family out.
Mm-hmm. She did. She's probably still cleaning them out
Oh, I'm sure of it.
in some check kitey somebody else's bank account kind of way.
So yeah, I see through all the fucking bullshit.
She was upset yesterday, Summer. She was upset as she was doxing other people. Make that make
Right,
sense.
Summer? I mean, it's either one way or the other. Either like I'm scary and I'm gonna go out killing people and this, that, and the other, and like you're afraid of your life. But you can't be like that and then say,
Call me and
why?
Reagan a killer. Like, when have Reagan and I ever done anything even remotely threatened, saying we want anybody dead? Like, ever?
Never.
Like, not even like in anger, joking, passing, nothing ever. Like, I don't think that. I mean, I don't think that shit's funny. I would not say that. And if other people say it, they say it. Like, if John says it, that's John. I'm not John.
No, and yeah, like I said a million times, no one controls me.
Right. Then if I say shit, that's John's not me either. You know, I mean, people are going to say what they think and feel, and that doesn't mean everybody else thinks and feels the same way.
I've been on my own since I've been 18. Like I don't like when I turned 18, I got a settlement from my mom, and since I've been 18, I've been on my own. I haven't had to answer to anybody. Like I just do my own thing, and that's how I've been pretty much my whole fucking life. And no one can control me. I do take people's advice, and if sometimes I listen, sometimes I don't. It's up to me and how I'm feeling. And I'm not going to let everybody in this chat get dragged down because they care for me. And I know everybody in this chat doesn't agree with everything I say. But I also understand that people in this chat know what I've been through. And most people have been following me since day one. And they've seen it. And I respect my following. You know, I never get mad when one of my followers or moderators or panelists say I don't agree with John. I don't want anybody to agree with me 100% of the fucking time. I don't need a bunch of fucking yes men around me. Like, that makes everything fucking boring. Like, you know, I'm not Maria where everybody has to fall in fucking line.
Yeah, I agree. And I would like to know what have Addie and Brooklyn and Wicked done to the Reddit
Nothing.
people in Reddit? I mean,
Nothing.
come on. Really?
Nothing. And Brooklyn's been the most respectful out of everybody.
Yeah, Brooklyn doesn't want anything to do with it. She said that a
Nope.
bazillion times. She's like, if there's any drama, I want no part of it. She's only here, you know, for the jersey.
And she's
And-
hardly here in the chat.
Yeah, and now she's getting threatened.
Like, that's ridiculous.
And also, like,
You just go after subs like that. I
Well,
mean, come
Well,
on.
that's what they do.
But let me
because
just
they're
say something.
jealous.
You know,
It's all because of jealousy.
now that you start fucking with my subs, you don't know who my subs are and what connections my subs might have.
Exactly. You don't know anything about them.
So,
You think that
Well, they
one
keep
month-
saying,
if you think I'm
Go
bad,
to the next one.
you're gonna piss off the wrong fucking person, and it's gonna get even uglier.
yeah. Yeah, they need to. I mean, they don't. They think they know who they're pissing off. They think they know.
No, they don't know dick.
But they don't know.
They,
Yeah,
these are a bunch of people who haven't left their fucking basement in fucking years.
You poke the bear, they bite back eventually. So there you go. So, and people are biting back now.
And
people are tired.
I know after what happened with Cody and his mom and the police and everything like that, yeah, I came in. I went absolutely apeshit. And like I said earlier on this live, I don't regret one thing I fucking said. So let me make that clear. I'm not here backpedaling or backtracking, or I don't regret a word. In fact, I only wish I went harder, to be honest with you. Because clearly it's still not resonating with people.
I mean, I would not have said things that you've said, but I would have gone ape shit too. I mean, trust me, not half the time, there are many times when I think if I had a channel, I would go live and go ape shit on people.
Well, just think about everybody in the chat, on the panel, whatever. If it was your spouse,
yeah,
and your
for sure,
mother-in-law, and it happened to you, what would you do?
Go ape shit.
There you go.
That's what I'm saying. I would go ape shit. I wouldn't say the things you said, but I would go ape shit. You better believe my language would be colorful, and that would not be very nice, and I would be saying probably some not so cool things. Your version of ape shit and my version of ape shit are slightly different.
Well, Geneva also was
entitled to go ape shit. You are entitled to go ape shit, just as everybody else is entitled to go ape shit when their family's being fucked with.
Well, Geneva, in my defense, I've been dealing with this shit for 10 years now, and they just keep going lower and lower and lower. If this was the first time something bad's happened to me or Cody, I probably wouldn't have been as graphic as I was.
Right.
Right?
No, it's exhausting. When it happens year after year, day after day, whatever, it wears on you. And
never ends. You've seen the pizzas coming to my house 3-4 times a night on the messages live, the cops coming 3-4 times a fucking night, every night. It never ends.
7 times a night. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, no, it is. It's exhausting. And I can't even imagine, to your level. I mean,
hell no. Think what the neighbors think.
Go on this long to this extent is, I can't even imagine. It pisses me off what they do to me and what they say about me, and the doxing of me infuriates me. And it's not nearly as even public as what they do to you.
And I'm really appreciative of everybody who stuck by me, and they can see that we're hurt and we're hurting. And even though, and I don't want everybody to agree with me, but I really do appreciate the support. And I know that y'all are here because you do see what's right and what's wrong. And it is what it is.
And if you don't, that's okay. In time, you will. And whatever, you can change your, decision down the road, whatever. But
preach, Cody.
He's so optimistic. I love it.
Yeah.
Well, but he's right. I mean, look at.
It takes time. I mean, everybody. I'm
a prime example of that. I mean, who would have ever thought in a million years? Here I am, this freaking Redditor who tore into John.
Yep.
No, exactly. Everybody has their own moment and whatever. So it takes their own time and whatever. You just don't give up and just keep looking.
Yeah, 7 times in one night, Susie. Yep.
Yeah, I would like to think that people at some point have their.
I mean, when it gets bad, it gets bad, and when it gets too rough,
imagine the police being sent to Cooch's house 7 times in one night, Maria's house.
I remember that stream.
Yeah.
She would be mighty mad because her shrooms would probably get confiscated.
I think the police should start going to Cooch's house because she has so much drugs in there. That's why she's so afraid. That night when Tony Ann called the police, that was the right address. When Tony Ann called the cops to Cooch's house, it was the Corey Lou Avenue, and Cooch was live. She ended her live. She shut the lights off and she hid. That's what she did.
Wait, what? She did
Wait,
that?
what?
Somebody called the cops to her house and she hid?
Yes. Yes. You didn't know that?
Serious? No, I didn't know that.
Tony, it was the night.
I remember the call.
Oh, it was when that night.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was the night when Cooch says, "Well, if you're gonna get a knife, use a bigger knife, John, and kill
Right.
yourself."
Right or something.
And then
like that.
Tony Ann heard that, and I love Tony Ann. She's like a sister to me.
Absolutely.
And she called the Cincinnati PD right on Cooch, Corey Lou Avenue, and
She said,
Cooch was live the whole time on Rumble, I believe. And then as soon as the cops knocked on the door, Cooch ended the live, lights went off, and she hid.
Wow.
I did not know that. That's hilarious.
Oh, she sure fucking did.
I didn't know that either.
Computer.
I mean, I
But
knew
who's
about
it-
the call, but I didn't know that it was the result of the call.
She probably didn't want to be on body cam.
I obviously don't like Brooke.
You didn't want to go to jail.
I was going to make a really bad joke there, but I won't.
Mushrooms in her house.
You know, Tenhead, like, I can't stand Brooke either. Like, I don't know. There's a part of me with Brooke. Like,
It's
I
different,
you know,
y'all.
I had a relationship with Brooke, and I was very close with her.
I don't like her.
And that's why I always,
Tell us how you really feel.
you know, and I know people are giving me shit for it. Oh, John, how could you fucking, you know,
I give you shit all the
and
time.
I'm not giving Brooke a chance, and I don't want to be friends with her. You know, I would love for Brooke to try and redeem herself, but she's so dark and twisted now because of the people she hangs out with. That'll never happen. But like, I don't know. And Brooke, you're gonna go down with the ship because
Let her. She wanted to board that ship. Let her go down.
I do. I have a soft spot for Brooke. I do. I'm not gonna lie. I do.
I used to, but not anymore.
I do. I still do. I'm not. You know. I think everybody knows that. I think everybody knows that that's the case. And Brooke still has a soft spot for me. Otherwise, she wouldn't have texted me the other night. Otherwise, you know, when we were live that night on KK's live, and Brooke was like, "Oh, John, I miss you so much. I miss laughing with you." And she was so fucking drunk. That's the night that when she
I was
said,
just gonna say she was drunk as shit.
yeah, that's the night when she said, "Oh, my roof never needed fixing." I'm like, "Well, thanks for just admitting that now." And like, I was the sober person that night. Can we play the KK one? Is there the link to that? But I know that Brooke still has a soft spot for me, and it's not because I'm missing her or I want to be her friend again, because you know it's unrepairable. But you know, Brooke has the opportunity to
make things right.
Right? Yeah, exactly. But she won't, because she knows I won't take her back.
And even if
she knows that the only clan she has is with Maria.
So even if you don't redeem yourself or say something about it,
I think she needs to get her family unit figured out. And
she does.
To be honest with you, I think she needs to do something about her alcohol intake.
Yeah.
I think it's gotten significantly worse.
I don't even know.
Well, listen, look at who she hangs out with. Like, look, and I know that Brooke is miserable. I know it.
She was so happy when she was talking to you all the fucking time. She talked to me like 4 times.
I mean, do you honestly think I would have, if I didn't?
She was laughing, having a good time. She was happy when she was talking.
Do you know you still have that screenshot on the screen?
I still have it up there.
When she got back in that group, like the bad group, that's when she turned dark again. And she started being a little malicious and like starting to be sneaky and lying and about and everything, and then being proved wrong and everything else. She was great with you, John.
Listen, guys. I'm just being honest. I am not.
I told the truth myself.
I'm not trying to be Brooke's friend.
No, I will never be your friend.
And but I want, if I didn't trust Brooke, Do you think I would have sent her a picture of Cody's testicles if, like, I didn't fully trust her? And then she goes and shares that with people? Like, no. What Brooke has done to me is unforgivable.
I will never.
And she's on the unforgivable list. And there will be... That's ruined. I just want to make that clear. I would talk to Jen Bailey before I talk to Brooke. No, well, yeah. They're both two people I would never talk to again.
I'll talk to the devil before
I'm saying, like, but I really did trust her. And, what she's done to me by sharing Cody's testicles with people.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. I mean, I don't know what.
And then what she did with Kathy. Like, it's the testicles and the Kathy for me with Brooke. And that's why I could never forgive Brooke.
Yeah.
It's never. For those two reasons.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, that's exactly right, Tonette. And like that's what I was saying earlier. Like, I know Brooke still has a soft spot for me because I know she was drunk. And when Brooke gets drunk, her love for me shows. Like when she was on KK.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, and she was drunk the other night when she texted you.
Yeah, exactly. But when you're drunk, you say, it's truth serum, right? So you say the things you want to say when you're not sober. But I want to make this known. I can never forgive Brooke because of the testicles and Kathy. I mean, Brooke tried to put me in jail. So don't get it twisted. I'm not a Brooke advocate. I don't want people thinking, oh, John's going soft. He's going to, try and be Brooke's friend. No, that day will never fucking happen. Yeah, no, yes, she did. And then she begged for Virgie to fly her out to San Diego to Kathy's memorial so she can hang out with fucking Kim.
Didn't she fly her stepdaughter out too?
I don't know if the stepdaughter went. Did she?
Having a good
I
time
think she did.
For the funeral, but yeah,
Reiki might know for sure, but I thought Brooke said that her stepdaughter went with her.
Yeah.
I would not.
I don't remember.
To Kathy's funeral?
The whole family.
I remember her going to the funeral, but I don't remember who was with her.
I'm just being honest and speaking from the heart. And real talk. That's all.
Out there.
I'm just being honest. I don't, I tell you everything I'm feeling, and that's how I feel about Brooke. And I was thinking, when Brooke texted me that night, I knew that Brooke honestly felt bad. I knew she did, and that's why I texted her back right away because I knew she felt bad, and I was like a reminiscent of like the Brooke of yore.
Oh, she went a month later?
What?
Who went later? Well, I'm lost. Who went a month later? Are you talking about her stepdaughter?
Oh, I don't know. Like, all I know is that Brooke went to...
Yeah, I know she did. Yeah, because she took those pictures, like you said, with Kim in the hotel.
Yeah. And, it's just crazy. She's there for, 2 days, and she's with Kim? Okay.
Brooke went a month later?
Kim of all fucking people. Like, why the fuck would you want to meet her? Ugh. Like,
wearing the new clothes that Kathy sent her all those boxes and $15,000.
And let's not forget about the $15K that Kathy sent her that no one talks about.
And also, remember when Kathy said, oh, I sent you like 5 boxes of all these clothes that they have tags on them, they don't fit me, like, here, go ahead, take them. And she even said on a live, she said, thank you so much for all the clothes. Like, you were up there with Kathy, and Kathy's like, oh,
yeah, well, you know what, Susie Q? Fucking Kim is a sleazy, like Kim, like, with her fucking buck teeth and her fucking PS5 trying to fucking win Soldier Boy, like, get the fuck out of here. Like, you know, with Baby Girl Lisa, it was like, you know, kind of believable because Baby Girl Lisa was like, you know,
Better looking.
I don't even know.
Well,
I
you
don't
want the
know.
drunk. I mean, come on.
But Kim did that show for fucking fake.
Of course
She was a
did.
super fan, right? And she goes on the show,
She said that.
and now she's making good money off TLC on Pillow Talk and all this shit. You know, and I can't stand Kim. So there's no love lost there. I can't. I call people out, and Kim's a fucking phony, just like fucking Usman. So Kim go fuck herself too.
I don't like that one person.
I don't like anybody in the show anymore.
I don't like any of them. Honestly.
I don't watch the show anymore.
No, that's true. We haven't watched it.
We tried watching Angela's parts, and then I couldn't even get through that.
No, that was boring.
Because watching Angela's parts, I saw like 90 Day Fiance on like the 90 Day page on IG posted about like, you know, oh look, Michael's finally in the USA on next week's episode. Like, you know, pretending
And
like
you
we
already know
don't,
what happens.
right?
Yes.
Like how fucking stupid
Yeah.
is that?
We know. We know everything.
Oh no, Angela and Kim can't stand each other either. Angela and Kim are
When
not.
did we actually get here though? Like, how far behind are they in filming?
But like, you know, I saw the IG, and this is why I hate 90 Day Fiance and why I can't get behind it anymore. Because 90 Day Fiance Instagram page is, look, there's a clip of like, you know, Michael at the airport with Angela, you know, and blah blah blah. He's here. And like, oh look, they're finally reunited. Michael finally made it here. Let's see what happens this week. Really? Like everybody doesn't fucking know, and like the balls of Sharp to fucking put that post up there. Like, you know, and everybody was angered by it. And that's why this show, I don't know how this show is still on the air. And there are 25 spinoffs, 85 spinoffs,
That's why the ratings
500
are going down.
spinoffs. I really don't know.
That's
'Cause
why
this
the
show-
ratings are going down, John, because people are tired
The
of
show
the
is
It's fake.
complete bullshit.
It's all fake. It's scripted and it's fake.
Scripted isn't the word.
No, yeah, no, you're right. It is so fake. Like they tell them what to say, and then he said that, so make sure you get extra
And the
facts.
on the fly, everything is so rehearsed on that show. Even when they did the quarantine, a cast member from the quarantine. Remember when
Quarantine.
the 90-day quarantine special back when Rona was happening and everyone was locked down?
You mean
And I
Tony's
can't-
episode?
I can't even post it, but because then that person would get sued. But they
Tony's
showed me text between production and them saying,
Yep.
go into the kitchen, open the refrigerator door, have a fight,
Yep.
get mad about the groceries.
Grab
Nothing.
this.
Everything
Grab this, which
was
is that
fucking
person's
staged.
belongings. Grab that.
I have instructions
Uh-huh.
from production to this
Script by
cast
script
member.
by this person says this,
And this is
like
while
a play.
they were
Like,
filming on their phones,
It's
mind
like
you.
a fucking movie, like script by script. Like
Yeah.
you say this, you say this.
Oh,
What's gonna happen?
Yeah.
We're gonna expect this. We're gonna have the cameras over here on this side.
Make sure
so
you
make
mention-
sure you turn.
Yeah,
If there's
you're gonna be you're screaming. They're saying like, you know, make sure you mention
They're
the
like-
orange juice
Yeah,
in the
and
refrigerator.
they're like, and turn to your left because we have a camera over here that's picking up that's a better view.
And what-
So make sure you turn to your left so that way you guys are facing face to face with the camera.
And that was in 2020. And
Mhm.
after I saw that, my love for the show started declining. Because, like, you know, it's reality. And we all know that reality shows are like,
Scripted.
there's many takes. Like, and, you know, things have to be reshot. And, like, I think anybody who, you know, is on social media and, you know, looks into this shit would know that, right? And I'm okay with that. You know, I shot a whole fucking pilot. I did 7 episodes. And I know that we had to do reshoots. Like, God, I wish I wish I could get the filming I wish you guys could see me on the show. No one will ever see it. The Mentor. Um, but
I never aired.
nah, it never got picked up. It was a ripoff of The Apprentice, pretty much. It was in New York City. It was called The Mentor instead of The Apprentice, where all of us were vying for a position in this person's company, and you'd have a high ranking. But it was really The Apprentice, and it's probably why it didn't get picked up. But we shot it. I was the last man standing, and no one will ever see it. And we had to do reshoot. There was one scene where his name was David. He was like the mentor. And he walks into the room, and we're all sitting there with all our resumes in his hands, and he takes our resumes and he rips them up all in front of us, and he's like, "These are the worst resumes I've ever seen, and I'm going to train you people to be real business people." And we had to reshoot that scene 18 times because
I've
and
seen them pick up they've filmed a series before and then put it on Discovery or whatever 10 years later. Because I was watching
and
the Travel Channel, I don't know, maybe a year or so ago, and it said new, and I thought it was new, but it was really from 8 or 9 years ago.
Yeah, and that was the closest I ever got to being on TV. That and Big Brother. And then after those two things, after I got so close, the heartbreak when you think, especially after we filmed and then the pilot didn't get picked up, that was devastating.
My bad.
So, yeah, that was heartbreaking. And after that, I told Clay, I'm like, I can't put myself through that again. It's just too much. And then I just started talking about the TV shows and stopped applying for them. And that's what I did. Because it's hard. Anybody trying out for TV, it's fucking hard. There's always somebody prettier and smarter and fucking, better than you. And,
filming is hard. I mean, I don't know, but I've never really watched a lot with unscripted, but scripted, it's so tedious. I don't know how. I mean,
how is Quiet Place 3?
Hours. They'll be 8 hours just filming one scene.
See, I don't like horror movies, but I like Quiet Place. Is Jim back in it? No, I think Quiet Place 3 is a prequel. I think it's when they show the attack.
Yeah, I haven't seen it. I saw 1 and 2. That's all I saw.
Well, 3 just came out. Today or something like that.
Who saw it?
Bougie Brooklyn.
So what's it?
Sorry, I don't like scary movies, but I do like that one.
Is it filmed at a mall, Susie? Like the mall in Roseville?
No,
this is Sunshine. No, what is it? Sunrise.
Yeah. So Jim should be in it.
It's even got to them. It's
okay.
where.
Let me just look. Let me go to IMDb real quick.
It's how it all started.
Let me just go to IMDb. My favorite.
It's like
my favorite app.
Where they make all the movies, but then you have to watch the new one all the way back to the first one, and then you understand, just like Annabelle. That's how you have to watch them. You have to watch the new to the last, and then it's oh shit. Okay, now I get it.
Also, Jim isn't in it. I love Jim.
Nobody listens to me ever. Y'all will one day.
So yeah, it's a bitch applying for TV shows and going through the casting process, and it's a lot.
Yeah, I can't even imagine. I couldn't imagine having to film a show. It's exhausting.
Yeah. You'd be
And
good
then,
at a game show.
well, game shows, like, you're there for like one episode and then like you're forgotten, And I was told,
But really, you walk away with the money.
I was told that by a lot of people in reality that don't do game shows because people on reality TV like people who are never on TV before. So you have a better chance of getting casted if you were never on TV as opposed to like doing a game show for one episode or some bullshit thing. So I was always told by
Really?
insiders,
Huh.
don't. And listen, I'm a trivia whiz, so I would probably clean up. I mean, I did try out for Jeopardy, but that was years ago. I tried out for Jeopardy when we were in
They
fucking
were
New
so
York.
scared for you.
That was like that was like 2010.
You would have been out every day.
That was before I ever became a blog or anything like that.
I
But
was in
it was,
the audience of Price is Right once.
Wrote you a check.
my one of my good friends that I graduated high school with was also on The Price is Right, and they called her.
Oh, they called her.
Yeah. So
I was so wanting to get called. I was so mad when they didn't.
So let me guess. They interviewed you. They interviewed you outside, and they weren't picking up what you were putting down because my friend Jen. It was my friend Jen. She was on The Price is Right.
They have to interview you?
Well, she told me
They asked you. It was like a questionnaire when we went. It was like a 5-question questionnaire that we had to fill out.
For what?
Like they just asked you like really basic questions, like your name, where you're from, your like job. I don't know. Probably just
was still in college, and she had like her college. I'm not gonna give her college. I don't want people fucking with her now, but she had her college shirt on because that's
okay, yeah.
21 then, and she got called down, and she made it to she won a pricing game.
Nice.
And then she got up there, and she won her pricing game. She won 2 guitars. The guitars were like this was 2000 or 2001, and it was when Bob Barker was still doing it, and like the guitars were like worth like $6,800, and like she didn't win. She didn't do well on the wheel, and like that was her. Like she didn't make it to the Showcase Showdown. But she got her guitars, and then when she when she got home, and Jen's not a guitar player, she's like, "What the fuck do I do with these fucking guitars?" So she brought him to like Sam Ash, and if you don't know what Sam Ash is, it was a very prevalent music store on Long Island where they sold every instrument. Cody, that's where we got the triangle, the tambourine, the cowbell from. Remember we went to Sam Ash on Old Country Road?
Like
I think it was a cool place. Susie Q, are you still here? You know Sam Ash. She brought to Sam Ash, and like that was like the instrument place. That's where I got all my instruments from. When I was in when I was in band, when I was a flautist, I got my flute from there.
I was a flautist too.
I hated the flute.
I loved it, and not for that reason.
Well, no, I thought the flute was a very classy instrument, and I wanted to play it. But blowing into a flute, this freaking right? Like you have to blow over the hole and not into it, and I could never connect.
Oh yeah.
You know how you hold the flute like up to your
I
mouth?
know.
You blow over it in it. Yeah, I could not do that. So I gave up the flute, and then I went to piano, and then we got our piano from there, and I was very good at the piano. But we've been going to Sam Ash for years to get our shit. Yeah, see, and she brought the 2 guitars to Sam Ash, and she wanted to sell them. And she's like, "Hey, I want to unload these 2 guitars." And she's like, "How much can you get them for me?" And the people at Sam Ash were like, "I'll give you like $500 for them." And Jen was like, "She's like, what? I just wanted to the price is right. They were $6,800, and he goes, well, the price was wrong because you ain't getting that money from us.
So did she sell them or did she go elsewhere? I would have gone elsewhere.
No, she sold them. She's like, I don't want these fucking things, and they're, it
She
was.
probably would have done the same.
He said you
Really?
should have been 500.
Yeah,
I would've been like, well, if that's all you're going to give me. Screw you.
The price is wrong. You got the prices wrong. We're giving you
It's like a bougie. Oh, it's like a better Guitar Center. I just saw bougie.
And I don't know if Sam Ash is anywhere else other than Long Island. I don't know if it's anywhere else, but Sam Ash is the place. And they might have closed.
Have they been around for a really long time? Like, I mean,
They've
like
been around, yeah, for years. Like for years and years.
decades.
I think they might be out of business.
Because for some reason I remember my dad mentioning that, I think.
I'm not from up here.
But I could be wrong. There was
Did you guys ever have the they were called Play Me I'm Yours, and it was a bunch of pianos that were placed throughout. It was like a I don't want to call it a piano tour, but it kind of was. They had like 12 pianos and they would place them throughout your city, and you'd have to go find them.
Oh, that's
And they
weird.
were all painted by various artists. Did you guys have that? And they put them
No.
everywhere throughout the nation, and it would stay at one place for so long, and then it would go to another location.
No, I don't think I've ever seen that.
Really?
Mm-mm.
They did them in the Portland Salem area.
How long ago?
Oh, I'd have to look back at my pictures, but
I mean, I've only been here for like 10 years, so.
oh, it would have been longer than that.
Yeah, then I would have. If they
I
did
bet
it there,
I'm trying to think of what it was
would've-
because I can remember what I'm wearing in some of them. But a friend of mine, we had a song that we could, because I used to play piano when I was younger, and there's one song I can still remember how to play, and we found all of them, and there's pictures of us playing all of them.
That's
But
cool.
he has a really big YouTube channel, and I saw pictures from that. But
Is
I
he the
guess
guy that
they
still
went all
goes
over the
around and plays
nation.
the pianos?
Huh?
Is he the guy who still goes around and plays the pianos? The public pianos?
I'm curious if they still do that. It was like to
Because I know the guy with the YouTube channel. Because I know there's a couple of YouTube channels of people who go out and play the public pianos.
oh no, his channel. I mean,
not
he's
that.
got, I don't know, he's on his way to like 700,000, I think,
Oh, nice.
subs.
But I've always loved music. Like that was always my calling. I felt like I love to sing. I love instruments, as you could see. Like I love music.
Good night, Barbara.
Night, Barbara.
Well, my friend used to be a musician, but then I don't even know what really led him to doing what he does on YouTube now, but he just blew up.
Found something that worked.
Yeah, actually, it's funny. I don't know if Amber's still here listening in the bushes, but I do know that Amber subs to him, or at least on her old channel she did.
Oh, that's funny.
Right? When we weren't like when we basically hated each other, I was like, oh my god, she follows him.
It's kind of a small world sometimes.
Right?
Like, oh.
But like circling back, like I started this live talking about the debates for like the first half hour or 20 minutes of it. And now we're talking about music, and then we just talked about 90 Day. And if we want to go into Jersey right now, I am capable of talking about anything other than these assholes.
I still want to go back to those Scott Peterson lives because those were good.
Yeah. And then we have the FBI file.
Yep.
I've been talking to a lot of people, and like their opinions are changing about Scott. And like I'm not trying to be like a big Scott Peterson fan. I just don't think he did it.
Hey, Amber.
we didn't get to finish. We were only on part one. I have part two that was canceled because the whole Cody bomb police thing happened.
Right.
But I am capable of talking about anything. I mean, I can go live and talk about my diarrhea for fucking 3 hours, and I'll keep a room. And then, if I have Mara up here with me and Mara are like the diarrhea twins, and people love our shit
Oh,
story.
Your shit stories.
And I love talking about stuff like that because it's stuff people don't talk about, but like it happens to everybody, like how I shit my car.
Shit happens.
Shit happens. I shit up my Miata. Mara shit down the stairs
Miata.
when she was walking up the stairs. That's my favorite Mara shit story. She was walking. She was shitting up the stairs.
How do you like? Was it what? Just trailing down the stairs behind her?
Oh God, I had to find that live. But me and Mara, like I
remember you said you had diarrhea behind a dumpster too.
Oh yeah, that was my other one. I have a lot of diarrhea stories. But like I love.
I can't even
about
tell you the last time that happened to me, so I don't know how you have that many stories.
Listen, some people have like looser colons. I don't fucking know. But like I can talk about pretty much fucking anything and have fun with it. And I certainly don't need to like talk about these people who just cause me nothing but aggravation and stress. Like even like look at us laughing now. Like like it's
Talking about shit.
Yeah.
Literally.
I have no shame when it comes to that stuff, though.
you know what? There's a book. Everybody poops, right?
But my problem is I get the visuals. That's my problem.
And I sell you on the visual.
Yeah. Bodily fluids don't bother me.
But like I don't I'm not limited to just going on YouTube and talking shit about people because that's the only thing I have in my arsenal. Like I'm there's more. And I was really excited when I started this live because I still have CNN on, and I can't
turn that crap off. I can't. It's just bad. I can't watch it.
But like when I started this live, we were talking about the debate, and like I was actually super fucking surprised to see how active the chat was.
And people get active in a political debate chat all the time. It just isn't pretty because people get ugly and have to fight each other. Luckily, yours didn't get ugly, but I think had it kept going on, it was going to get ugly.
Well, as long listen. People don't like Trump. People don't like Biden, and there's no middle ground, right?
Because there's nobody else. Really,
it is what. No, I'm pretty sure that after tonight, after tonight that there's going to be a new Democratic. There's no way that the Democratic Party can let Joe Biden run.
The first one they do after the primaries, right? So, but it's like after the primaries, before the nomination.
If the Democratic Party lets Joe Biden run, this country is broken.
Oh my God.
Or I should say the Democratic
does he
Party
have Alzheimer's or anything?
He's senile. I mean, that man doesn't know where the fuck he is.
No. It's sad though. It's sad. I don't like seeing people like that, but he's not. I like I said, I'm still Team Michelle. I would love to see that. I don't think it will ever happen, but
Michelle Obama?
Yeah.
Well, the Obamas are running the presidency right now. Who do you think's calling the shots?
Probably, but I would like to see Michelle actually sit in that Oval Office. I think she would be really, really.
And what's sad is that poor Kamala has even a lower approval rating than fucking Joe does. They're both rancid.
I'm not a huge Kamala fan. I mean,
and and again, that's my opinion.
But I don't know.
But like if there was somebody that the Democrats replaced with, and if this person made better points than Trump, I would listen. I'm I'm not that close-minded where I can't listen, but like that debate, anybody who just watched that debate, like
Clinton
can't
can't run again either.
that man can't run a fucking bathroom, yet alone a fucking country. It's just sad. It really fucking is.
Well, the one good thing is with the exception of Trump, who's kind of a totalitarian, if you ask me.
And
Like,
I'm not just saying this as some asshole who, like,
no. I'm just saying though, like with the
I'm saying
exception
it
of
as someone
presidents
who has
don't run the
a
country by
bachelor's in history and a master's in history, and
yeah, most presidents don't run the country by themselves. Fortunately for many of these presidents, they've got a whole team, thankfully, and if they're a good team, that helps. But Trump doesn't like to have a team. He likes it to just be him and what he wants. He just likes his yes men.
Oh yes, mozzarella sticks. That's why I waited so long to go live, because I was about to go live right after the debate, and then I started, I had CNN on, so I'm like, let me see how the CNN people tried to like cover this up, and I was fucking flummoxed because everyone on that 10 people panel, they were all like Van Jones and Anderson Cooper and all the other people there. Like they were like, Van Jones is crying, I like Joe Biden, but that was terrible. Like everybody agreed. And like, for people
He got annihilated.
For people on CNN to say that like Joe Biden needs to step down and let somebody else run, how fucking serious that shit is. Like, it's really
during
bad.
The 2020 debate, wasn't like Anderson Cooper or somebody constantly having to like
Oh God, I can't stand Anderson Cooper and I can't stand Andy Cohen. I can't
Trump.
But and like you saw Anderson Cooper's face if you were watching the wrap up, like he was just like disgusted.
He was disgusted by who?
And then I was about to go live.
God, Amber.
And then they brought up Kamala and Anderson Cooper, which I give him credit because I usually can't fucking stand him. But even he was grilling Kamala, and she looked like a fucking idiot. Like, it was just fucking horrible. No, it's when you're sliding into first and you're feeling something burst, diarrhea.
Right. You're sliding into home and your pants are full of foam.
How about this? When you're climbing up a tree and some shit comes down your knee, diarrhea.
That's not the time you want to be climbing up a tree. Especially if you're wearing some board shorts or something.
And I was live tweeting it the whole time, and I forgot how much I miss Twitter. Because, Twitter's the only place you can really...
like Twitter, maybe migrate, over there again, or at least...
Have you looked at the payouts on Twitter Lives?
And then, like, I was,
Yeah, they're really good.
I was like, John, let's piss some more people off, like, and like just like, really openly support Trump, which people know I'm a Trump supporter, but like, I really tried to like curtail it because I know people don't want to hear about it, and I get annoyed when public figures like Alyssa Milano or Robert De Niro or fucking whoever else, like, weigh into the political arena. But I was like, fuck it. I'm just going to be who I am now. And I'm not going to hide, because I had to hide that. Like, if people talk shit about Trump, I wouldn't say shit. Like, because I don't want to piss people off. But fuck it. Who cares anymore? And when I started Twitter, I was very political. If you go to my Twitter, go to 2016. I marched with Mike Cernovich at the first debate at Hofstra University back in 2016. I was very politically involved, and you know what my biggest regret is? Dropping the political shit for the reality TV stuff.
Yeah,
because I feel like if I would have stuck with the political shit being a gay Trump supporter, I probably would have went further. And, when I did vote for Trump in 2016, I made a Twitter post about it saying, like, I'm a New York Democrat, married gay man, and I'm voting for Trump. And then La Stampa, the biggest newspaper in Italy, reached out to me. And they sent people from fucking Rome to my house to interview me, and that
What?
interview is somewhere. Oh yeah, you never saw it? I played
Uh-uh.
the piano on it, because
Oh yeah, I have seen that.
yeah,
It was on
and,
Reddit at one point.
yeah, and I still have the newspaper. We made like we made like page 3. And there was a big picture of me and Cody in the biggest newspaper in Italy, and my family was very proud. You know, like you made La Stampa, like for Italian, that's like you won a Nobel fucking prize. But that's my big regret that I stopped doing politics for reality TV. I think I would have been better suited doing that because I do have the history background and but it is what it is. Can't fucking change time. That was my opinion back in the
Sadly,
day.
you cannot. You cannot go back and change it.
What time is it? Getting late, isn't
Late.
it? Oof.
So midnight here.
All right, 10 more minutes and then we're ending. So what can we it's last 10 minutes. What are we going to talk about?
Oh,
Well,
Cooch
we
says
still
I
have that
sound like a
Hitler
clown complaining
FBI file.
about being doxxed.
Wait, what?
So Cooch says I sound like a clown complaining about being doxxed when Snaken is the one to do it. But no,
What?
Cooch, you did it yesterday. Raken didn't dox me yesterday. You did, Cooch.
Where are you reading this?
Reddit.
Oh, wait, she's writing that on Reddit?
Mm-hmm.
What's her username on there?
Yeah, what's the name on Reddit? That's my question.
Remember, it got exposed in the group chat. It's that low win.
Oh, that one's nasty.
Yeah, that's quite
Oh,
nasty.
low win is Cooch too?
Yeah, it was exposed in that group chat. In this group chat somewhere.
So much it was exposed, I can't remember everything.
Yeah, it was somewhere in there about that being her.
Oh, well, that makes a lot of sense.
That one is
Really
nasty.
convenient that Snaken said last night she didn't even know Addie's real name.
I don't.
Right, boom, Addie's real name pops up.
I don't fucking know her name. Why do they do all this shit and blame me? I'm not fucking doing it.
Cooch says I sound like a clown. Well, you know what, Cooch? At least I don't look like a fucking clown. Literal.
Cooch has a lot of fucking balls to call anybody a clown when she looks the way she fucking does and she sounds the fucking way she does.
Did her face to look like a clown. She looked like Mimi. Jules hit it on the head when she started calling her Mimi because that's what she looked like.
I know. I think I called her Mimi first. I'm gonna take credit for that.
Whichever one you did, it was perfect because she fully embodied that. She took that and made that personal.
Let's see.
Well, at least when I step on the scale, it doesn't scream one at a time, please.
Oh, me and Cody went to Publix today, and I'm like, oh my god, the big giant scale.
Do they have one of those?
Oh, you never went to Publix with the big giant scale? That's like in like the lobby there, like when you walk in, like where the shopping carts are.
No.
Oh my god, you're missing
I
it.
think Publix is an East Coast thing.
They posted it, John.
They posted what?
Your Italian Trump interview.
Again, because they're listening right now?
Yeah, they just posted it right now on Reddit.
Well, then there you go. Check Reddit. Which one?
What is it? Fan Club 11?
Okay.
No, wait, that's 6. Fan Club 6.
Well, thanks for helping me out there. Like, thank you. Shit. Thanks for the favor. Like, I'm here talking about it. You think I'm embarrassed by it?
Well, yeah, apparently not, because you were talking about it, so can't be that embarrassed. Like these people,
Well,
man.
maybe since Cooch is listening, I should tell her that I know who your brother is. I know your brother.
Yeah,
Like,
Kevin Kroll.
Yeah, remember I told you last night? I'm like, holy shit, I know her brother.
Guys, go to Twitter and click in this at Kevin Kroll. That's his Twitter. That's Cooch's brother that keeps her on a monthly stipend and pays all her bills so she can harass people all day long. That's his Twitter right there.
Okay.
Have fun.
A friend of mine
Right, Tenhead? Like they're
was her brother's boss.
obsessed with me. Like, they're watching right now and they're posting it as I'm talking about it. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm proud of it. I'm proud of my interview. Like, they sent people from Rome to my fucking house and interviewed me. Okay. Like,
Yeah.
sure.
And you have every right to be proud of that. Like, what's the big deal? I don't understand what the big deal is.
I don't either. Like, are
They
they?
know the real person? Yes, Susie Q. When he showed the pictures last night, I was like, holy shit, I know who that is. And so then I typed it in my contacts, and sure as shit, same person.
Wow.
His cell phone number and everything is still in my phone.
Small world.
Because
small world.
Oh, maybe we should give him a call.
His cell phone number.
Maybe we should
And
give him
it's
a
still
call.
an active number because I checked.
Oh, he does.
Yeah, friends of mine were his boss.
Oh boy. Well, he seems like he has a pretty
I don't know what he's doing
important job.
nowadays, but
Level job.
they were, my friends were in a much higher position than him. I mean, yeah.
And that goes to show you, like, the obsession. Like Tenhead, like, wait an hour. Don't make it seem like you're watching me right now. Like,
Right? At least have a little bit of delay. Act like you're on the replay crew,
right? Like, wait till I end the live and then post it. I mean, I'm gonna end it in a minute or so. Like, it's late. It's 3 o'clock in the fucking morning. But the obsession is real as they're watching me right now and finding my fucking my interview that was in 2016, 8 years ago.
Wow.
But I like. Oh, thank you. Like, not embarrassed by it. Very proud of it. I'm very proud that I made one tweet about voting for Trump, and the Italian press came to my house over it. When you have a tweet that sends international media to your house, you let me know about that, Reddit. You let me know when you're that powerful. Okay? And when I made that tweet, I was only on Twitter. Like, I had a Twitter account with like maybe like 3,000 or 4,000 followers. Like, that's like when I was really just like moving up the ladder on social media. That's way before I ever had YouTube or Instagram or TikTok or that was when, or even Periscope. I wasn't even going live on Periscope back then. That's how old that shit is. Oh wait, actually no. I was going live on Periscope at that point because we were doing Trump lives. Yeah, I was on Periscope. I rescind that one. I was we were going at
2020 or 20? No, that was 2016.
No, 2016. Because we were doing Trump lives prior to him being elected because we were trying to, help the cause. But yeah. So
and I'm sure she thinks I'm full of shit that I don't know who her brother is, but I guarantee you, I promise.
Susie wants you to invite him to dinner.
And by the way, let me just make this clear. Since I'm reporting everything on that sub, that post about my interview will be reported, and not because I'm afraid of it or embarrassed by it, but only because I report everything on that sub, and it's going to go down in a couple of days. So, but I'll show it on my YouTube. I don't care. But when I report it, which will be in, or I think it's already done. It's not because I'm embarrassed of it. It's just because I'm taking your sub down, like I've taken every other fucking John Yates sub down. So that's why. So I just don't want to hear, oh no, if John was so proud of it, why did he report it? It's just because I'm taking your sub down.
Yeah,
that's the reason.
It's on principle.
Imagine Cooch if he was meeting you for dinner. Huh? Well, so my connection is that a friend of mine is an executive for a billion, they might be in the trillions by now, I'm not sure, company based out of Tokyo, Japan, that bought out a company that her brother was working for. And so that's how I know her brother, is through my friend that bought out.
Ain't this just a small little world that we're all in?
Right?
Yep, sure is.
And that goes
And
to show
I actually have lots of pictures. I should look through them because I attended a lot of the events with my friends while they were in town.
It's probably a bad move doxing Reagan and Geneva in your fucking thumbnail yesterday, huh?
Mm-hmm. Wasn't a good idea, I'll tell you that.
I'm used to her bringing
small world when it comes all the way from Tokyo, Japan, and it lands in my doorstep.
Yeah.
Ain't that some shit? Ain't that some shit? What else okay, so it's now 3 a.m. I've been live for 3 hours and 16 minutes, and I think I'm going to go back. Oh, wait. Are they still live? Democratic Party, Democratic official, children's, what?
We can't possibly be live.
Democratic Party office official on violent performance, nothing good. Oh, that's the same banner they've been using the whole night.
Oh, and also, by the way, if you think I'm full of shit, his number ends in 5009.
Ooh, you know what that calls for?
Receipts, proof, timeline, screenshots, everything.
There you go.
There you go. And the truth shall set you free, motherfuckers. That did not come out of my mouth right.
There it is.
There it is.
Is that my catchphrase now? I don't know what my catchphrase is. Is there it is my big catchphrase? What's my catchphrase?
Yep. John Yates here.
Is it John Yates here? Is it and there it is? Is it boom you roasted? Like what's my catchphrase? Lick my taint? Well, I don't know. I've come out with some doozies over the years.
Mm-hmm.
And there it is. I think that should be. I think I've been consistent with that. And the truth shall set you free, motherfuckers. Wait, what is this, Timmy? John, did you see the ghost video someone did on Reddit? Ghost video of what? So I have no idea what you're talking about.
Movie, like the movie Ghost, like a parody of that.
Oh yeah, the Willie Lopez. Yeah, I saw it. I know what you're talking about. We were talking about ghosts last night, and I'm like, his name is Willie Lopez. He's a Puerto Rican. He's from his neighborhood, and they put my face on Whoopi's and made me Whoopi Goldberg saying it. Okay.
Dang, that post is still up there.
It won't be for long.
One?
Yeah.
His name was Billy Lopez. He's a Puerto Rican. He lives in his neighborhood. And yeah, I saw it. Someone sent it to me. I didn't even get mad at it. I can laugh at shit. I don't know if they thought it was going to bother me. I've always wanted to be in Ghost, one of my favorite movies. So thanks for incorporating me into it. I don't know.
You fulfilled your lifelong dream.
And I would play it right now here but like I don't want to get struck by it. So if that person gives me the approval to play it, I'll play it.
Isn't there music or something with it?
I laughed when I saw it. I was like, okay, that's funny.
I don't know if there's music.
I laughed at it. I'm not gonna lie. Like I can laugh at shit. Like I don't take everything written about me. Like that's like the thing with me. Like I can take criticism, and I can take. I can. I can. But when the criticism comes from like a place of good, I can handle it. Like when someone's like who like is being if someone's being
that it's a compliment.
if someone's no, it's not. No. If someone's being respectful and saying, John, like although I agree with you on most things, I don't agree with you here, and here's why. I'm fine with that. As long as you're respectful, I can take criticism. But like people on the Johnny H fan club and like just post lies and fucking drama and bullshit. That's when I have a problem with it. I trust me, I can laugh at myself because I am far from fucking perfect.
Because what?
Because I am far from perfect, very far from it. Very, very far from it. Let me make that clear. Very, very far from perfect.
Very, very far.
If I was Brenda from Scary Movie. Girl, don't split a pole. That's very, very bad luck. Well, I'm very, very far from perfect. And I'd play it right now, but like I don't want this asshole on Reddit to strike me. So,
they will.
Like when I play this,
strike you for a Reddit thing.
But when I play this,
receipts, proof, timeline, screenshots, everything.
like someone on Reddit made that, and they said, "John, feel free to use this whenever you want." So I do, and like I love that clip. I love it so much. Like this is like my favorite thing in the world.
Receipts, proof, timeline, screenshots, everything.
To make me Heather K and like the best fucking line she's ever come up with. Like you I like my housewives. Like you put work into it. That was pretty spot on, and I fucking love it. And that showed me like and I'm like, please use it. Yeah, I love it. And I don't know who made it. I forgot the account, but
yeah, it was just made to be funny. It's like just one of those things where it was made to be petty and funny. It wasn't meant to be.
I don't know if that person posting the ghost thing was like trying to be a dick to me or trying to be like nice. It's Reddit. You can never fucking tell, right? So, but I saw the Billy Lopez thing, and I laughed my ass off when I saw it. I wasn't mad at that at all. So if they were trying to offend me, you failed. And if you're trying to make me laugh, you won. And if I get if someone wants to go on Reddit and say, do you want to give John permission to play it? I'd be happy to do it, but I'm not going to do it until I have that, that confirmation. And which one was that on? Fan Club?
I don't know. I don't know. It might have been.
No. I think it was on the other one, the 90 Days one.
Oh, 90 Days on Crack?
It's funny.
The ghost one?
Yeah.
90 Days on Crack, that one?
Yeah, I think that was the ghost one. Or, I'm sorry, the 90 Days one.
Yeah, it's funny. I laughed. I don't know what their angle was with posting it, but I laughed my ass off when I saw it. I did. It was great. So
there's definitely some talented
Does someone have a Reddit? Can someone reply to that person and say, "Hey, can John use it?"
I think I can. I'm not sure if
I'm sure they're going to say yes.
It was funny. I can laugh at myself. I'm not made of fucking glass, y'all. Do you think if I was made of glass, I would have lasted this long with all the fuckery that's happening to me? I mean, yeah, I did try to kill myself twice over it. I did, but like, I do have a sense of humor, and I can laugh when people like when it's warranted. I can laugh at myself. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's funny.
Yeah, I can look for it and see if I can find it. If I'm not banned on there.
I'm just not going to play it unless, 'cause I have a lot of people gunning for me right now, so I'm not going to play it.
Yeah, no, don't play it without permission. That would definitely probably not be a swell idea.
Can I ask you a question? Why?
Well, since we're playing shit just for fun.
I'm sending you something.
So, you sending me something?
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy. Oh boy, that's always scary. When I get text from
No,
certain
it's fine.
people, no, like not you, Reagan, but like whenever there's certain people, whenever I get text from, it's never good news. When I see like a text come up from like a certain person, and I'm like, oh god. Whenever this person texts me, it's just like bad, and I'm like, oh god, I don't want to fucking look. Oh wow, Reagan. Ain't that some shit? Wait, although you can't see what Raken just sent me, I feel a clip is in order.
3, 2, 1.
Whoa, buddy!
There you go. Yeah. So Raken sent me diabolical proof that what she's saying about Cooch's brother is 100% fucking true.
Yeah.
And I have a ton of them.
So, Cooch, I'd be super careful. Cause Reagan's not fucking lying.
I don't even think Cooch cares, though. That's the thing.
Why does she get
I
so
think she really just does not care.
Cooch gets no chances. I'm waiting for the cholesterol killer. Like, I don't know. I don't know how these people. I don't know how these people still fucking live between Maria not sleeping, Cooch's fucking cholesterol, fucking Brooks fucking drinking fucking problem. I don't know how these people can fucking like operate any fucking more, but they keep on jumping.
Yeah, I don't know how they operate either. There's no way. I would have been curled up in a ball on the floor a long time ago.
It's funny. I never would have made the connection if it wasn't for yesterday.
And that's why they keep when they keep pushing and other shit comes up, and they keep making it worse for themselves. I can't wrap my head around it any fucking more. I'm very sincere when I say it. I'm gonna end this by saying this. I'm good with dropping all this and never thinking about y'all again. Don't have to go after your subs or you or your family or nothing like you've done to me. You went after my subs. You went after my family. You tried to get me arrested and my husband arrested. I mean, and you don't think I should be able to react to that? So it's fine. I know that tomorrow there'll be a million posts and they'll all be live about me and saying, "Fuck you, John. We're not gonna stop." So, but I threw it out there, so we'll see.
I know they will.
All
But
he can do is try.
we'll see.
Yeah, you can
Yep.
try it for sure. Who knows? Maybe it'll surprise us and be, yeah, okay, cool. But then I don't think they could go very long
No, because
actually honoring it.
and now that I'm getting all these views again, like all their fucking mouths are watering because like, oh look, John Yates is getting the high views again. So like poor sick fucking Grizzly Adam Deadly. Like Jesus Christ, that poor fucking slob. All I know is that like, oof, they called me a drunk, and I was one. But shit, like Brooke and Deadly put me to like they make me look like motherfucking Teresa. I'm just saying, like Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
And I want to thank everybody for bringing that to my attention because ever since I realized, John, maybe the wine's not a good mix. And
you weren't wasted the other night or yesterday.
And I wasn't wasted yesterday because if I was wasted yesterday, because I drank 4 white fucking claws, like, with 5% alcohol, I have the tolerance of a fucking sailor.
Actually, it was 3.5. It was.
I have the alcohol tolerance of a fucking sailor who's been at leave for fucking 5 years on a boat. So, and they're all saying, "Oh, John's drinking 84 White Claws." Like, oh, get the fuck out of here! Like, I'm drinking fucking 5% seltzer fucking water, really, and it would take me probably like 50 White Claws to get like a slight buzz.
If you're on there counting 84 White Claws, well, then that means that your child and your family is.
And another reason why I did that last night, why I showed that I was drinking, because I didn't want anybody thinking like that, like, I'm like on some type of program or like I'm in AA. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but
You just don't want that insinuation made.
Like, that's not me. And like, you just see me when I'm live and you don't see me every other second of every day, and I'm not drunk every second of every day, and I was relying heavily on alcohol. Oh, someone on Reddit, it's in the fan club. So someone in the fan club said I drank 84 white. It's there, 10 head. You'll see it.
Jesus, 84?
No, it's there. You'll see it.
That's insane.
Yeah, it's or the post might be down because I've been reporting everything, but yeah. And I really just wanted to show people because I didn't want people thinking like, I'm on some journey, like, or, I do like to drink. And
Is there any way you can pin that so it's there on replay?
Well, I think it's late now. I'm about to end it in a minute or so.
Yeah, but when you replay it, it'll stick there.
Will it? All right, I could try it.
Yeah.
But I don't want, I also don't want people thinking I'm begging.
Well, I did it, so.
But then they'll say I put you up to it.
Oh, gee.
Well, you didn't. You didn't even know I was doing it.
No, but you know how this works. Come on, we're not new here. Is it pinned?
Yes.
Did I do it? Okay. But yeah, like, and I do like to drink, but I realized that the wine was an issue. And I corrected it. And
Same.
now, like, I could smoke a little pot or I can drink a White Claw, like, but I won't ever go back to like, those drunk lives where I'm a box of wine deep. That you'll never see that from me again. And I think I've been pretty, since I realized that I had an issue, I think that I pretty much cleaned up my act with that. I don't know. Am I wrong?
No,
I've been doing better. Yeah, you've been doing good.
And, despite, because people will say like, oh no, he's still drinking. Look at all the threats. No, that had nothing to do with drinking, but with you trying to fucking arrest my my husband in front of a sick, dying mother. That had nothing to do with alcohol. That was just pure. That was just pure fucking rage.
Yeah.
And all the alcohol in the world wouldn't have stopped me from fucking doing it.
It's like me that one night I went off. I was just pissed.
Yeah.
Yep. That's what happens.
And thank you, Susie. And I'm also not saying this for everybody like to pat me on the back. Although I appreciate it, Susie. I'm not, but like I'm not saying this for any other reason, but like, it was presented to me and I looked into it and I'm like, yeah, okay, they're right. And I worked on myself. But
the
I
thing
didn't
is that you do deserve to be praised for doing well,
Right.
no, I don't want
because
it.
it's
No,
hard
no,
to.
no. I get it, but you know how this will be spun and
Who gives a shit what they say?
Yeah, who cares?
but my point of drinking, because no one's seen me drink at all, and I haven't been drinking. Like, I'll have a White Claw here and there, or but also like the wines. Like I have horrible acid reflux, and the wine, despite all the prazolam and fucking Tums I take, I have horrible acid reflux and horrible, and wine just burns my fucking esophagus. So it was easy for me to be like, what, fuck all of it. But I didn't want other people thinking like, because, what if I was at a bar and you saw me with a drink in my hand and then people were going to be like, oh, look, he's off the wagon again. I was never not off the wagon, on the wagon, off the wagon.
You were never on the wagon.
But when you're on the wagon, you're drinking.
You were never on the wagon to be off the wagon. Is that what you're trying to say?
Remember the Seinfeld episode when they couldn't figure it out? Like that's me right now. There was a Seinfeld episode like where they had a drunk friend and they couldn't remember if being on the wagon is good or off the wagon is good.
Being on the wagon.
I don't remember now.
Being on the wagon means you're sober. Being off the wagon means you're not sober.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I didn't want people thinking I was on the wagon when I'm really not. There was an issue and I corrected it. And I'm not going to stop, drinking. And if I had to trick my brain into, because, everyone needs a vice, right? At least I do. Especially with this shit. So if I had to trick my brain into drinking White Claws to give me the same satisfaction, I'm doing it. And that's how I deal with shit. And is it the right way? I don't fucking know. I don't know.
Well,
but
I mean,
in my brain, it makes sense. So that's all I can say.
You're different drinking White Claws than you are with wine. I can tell you that.
I mean, I was
Your
live
behavior and stuff is different.
I was
So
live for 13 hours yesterday. At one point during those 13 hours, did I ever act drunk or slur my words or anything?
I don't personally think you were, but
well, people on Reddit saying I'm drinking 84 White Claws will disagree with you, but had I been drunk, the whole I did the whole Christy meme things in my head. I'm like, how can I get this person to come forward? Well, I was live. And I'm like, this is how I'm going to play it, and it worked.
Yeah, pretty much it did. I mean, that making that live or premiere or whatever she did this morning.
And let's not forget the second
scary.
that happened last night when we were talking about Christy memes. What did Crack Elf do? I'm not Christy memes, and I'm going back to bed because I'm not going to be bothered. And then like 20 minutes later, she was
why
back
the hell
at
is Reddit waking someone up anyways?
I don't know. And then
that wouldn't even cross my mind.
I'm not Christy memes again. And it was very telling that I did the first live, at 6 o'clock, which was about 9 hours ago, about Crack Elf, and not a fucking peep.
Right.
Tell me you're guilty without being
been
guilty.
at a cookout all day, John.
Right, and then, Sierra will go live tomorrow with, maybe from her dental hygienist office. I don't know. And no shade to dental hygienists. It's a great profession. You make good money doing it. I say it like that because this bitch is saying she's from Harvard and she,
Well, that's
did her.
very interesting because she was just in the chat the other day saying, um, I sound like I have 2 teeth or something like that. I don't think a dental office would
That you
think
sound
too
like you have
kindly of
two
that.
teeth.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's interesting.
Oh, she calls me all sorts of degrading shit, even
Well,
though
they all
I've
do
said
that.
over and over again that I need to have surgery for my vocal cord.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. They just love to find something
And they always do, like, just like, Cooch started her live yesterday saying my house was sold and using a development that was 3 blocks away. And like, Cooch, who counts the tiles in my house, who counts the seconds it takes for me to get from my house to 7-Eleven. You're going to tell me.
where her house is.
And also Cooch, who records me with 3 phones in her fucking hand. She has a phone in one hand, a phone in the other, and a phone in her clit. Because that's how gaping it is.
God.
Boom, you're roasted. What?
Not there.
Boom, you're roasted. And she knows that I have New Jersey plates, and she reposted the same old ass fucking like my car from my house from 3 years ago, my New York plates on it. Like, fucking sloppy, man. That's sloppy. And I've done plenty of walking lives on YouTube where we walk on the boardwalk and you see us walking back to our house. And all those lives, you always see my car with the New Jersey plates. And like and then Cooch is like, oh yeah, we got him. We're watching him. Why would you lie about stalking me? It's like, why? Like, wrap your head around that. Why would you lie about You can get arrested for that. Why would you lie about it?
You can get arrested for that.
It doesn't make any fucking sense.
Yeah, sure can. Right, Muzz?
Like why? And that was the same picture Jay Today posted like 2 years ago and a year ago when her Irish cousins came. And Jay Today, like, I just really hope that you're still sucking your horse's dick because you're not getting enough semen, and Lord knows nobody else wants to fucking fuck you. Have you seen Jay Today? She makes
No, but the thought of that is gross.
She makes Cooch look like Claudia Schiffer. That's Jay Today.
No.
So I don't know.
I've seen like a picture of her like once, I think. I mean, I didn't think she was bad looking.
She's gross.
But she kind of reminded me of Anne a little bit, like a younger version of Anne.
Gross. Anne's gross too.
Anne is gross. And I believe if you go when you were, I don't know where, because I did not mark down the page in these group chat messages things, there was something in there that was said that kind of implied that Anne was cheating on her husband.
Well, they're getting divorced, and she has, it's funny that Anne has to leave.
Divorced because she cheated.
No. What? So Anne and her husband have been married, and they have kids and grandkids.
Right.
But Anne's the one that has to leave the house. Why is it that Anne has to move out?
Yeah, because she was the one who did the deed.
Exactly.
But if you listen to her, she says that she decided to be the one to leave the house because she didn't want to have to put him out.
Yeah, no. You think Anne's that gracious? Get the fuck out of here with that shit. Her husband had her fucking beat, and he kicked her the fuck out. Her and her fucking cheap teeth. He said, "Take your fucking Timu teeth and get the fuck out of here." No, I'm sorry. I didn't say that right.
He probably wants a refund.
Way up here. So Anne said, get your fucking teeth and get the fuck out of here, you wanker. That's what he said to her. Did I do
Get the
that?
hook out of my house.
Did I do that right?
With your ugly feet.
That's crazy if it's about because of cheating.
There was something in there though where she said something about like I'm lying in bed with my baby. I never thought we would be going to bed before this early on a Friday night.
Are you sure it wasn't about the grandkids?
I don't think so. I mean, it could have been, but just something about the way she worded it. I don't know. It sounded kind of weird. But it could have been. I mean, I definitely very well could have misinterpreted it.
You know, and how many people have lost a spouse due to their obsession with YouTube? Look at Home Depot Jen, the poster child of fucking YouTube obsession. Arrested, lost her husband, lost her child, lost her house because she couldn't stop talking about me. Anne Graham just lost her husband because I'm sure whatever she was doing and the YouTube shit was enough for him. And Brooke and her husband not doing so well right now, but you know who's tight? Me and my husband, and we always will be. And Sophie and her husband.
Yeah,
and
I think
Brooke
and her husband need
her husband. And Geneva, are you married?
I have a partner, yeah. I mean, we're, I guess, technically engaged, but
Then you and your partner.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cody, where you going? So
it's been 20 years of an on and off thing.
And when you see marriages falling apart because of YouTube obsession, look at Maria's children. They had to reach out. Look at what people are willing to give up for a YouTube obsession. Their families.
No way.
They're literal families.
Yeah,
And
it's not just in this community either.
No, it's people. Like, I guess, like, you know, when you're married for too long, I guess the flame is gone if you have a bad marriage. I don't know. I love my husband.
That's good that you love your husband. You should love your husband.
I do. And I think it really irks everybody that, like, you know, I mean, I almost lost my husband because of Home Depot Jen.
Yeah.
And her fucking psychoticness. I almost lost everything. I left that area with nothing. No husband, no cats, and whatever I could fit in my fucking Mustang. And when I had Catherine, my daughter, in my car, you know, in the front seat, it was, you know, and that sick psycho bitch Home Depot Jen really, like, was able to even turn my own husband against me for a short time. But they don't go real life, right?
No, they sure don't.
And then Jen filed a fake police report on me when PS was called up to her house. It's funny. And then all of a sudden, I'm a wife beater. And then all of a sudden, these bruises come out, which were so fucking photoshopped. I mean, like, anybody seeing that, like, you overshot your fucking thing with this bruise.
She overshot a lot.
Like, Jesus Christ. It was like, and had that been legit, I would have been arrested for it. But guess what? Another fucking lie. Just like Home Depot was saying in a class action lawsuit that I tried to go to her house and fuck with her. That never happened. Like, that's why the judge threw Home Depot Jen out of court. He's like, you know, why are you here? They live in New Jersey.
Right.
You know, and it's insane.
I agree.
time is it? Oh gosh,
Why
it's
the
late.
only thing
It's
I
late
ever-
though. I gotta jump off. I'm really tired.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
end
I do
soon
too.
in a
Past my
second.
bedtime.
Only
Okay, I
case I
gotta hop off here too.
was against Lita because I got off the one with Home Depot Jen, and I didn't think I needed an attorney. And after Lita, I knew I needed an attorney every time. But let's get off this. It's late. We're all tired. And what I said earlier still stands. If you guys want to leave me and my friends alone, then I have no issue of letting everything go and dropping everything. My promise to y'all.
Yep.
From the bottom of my heart, I mean it. But I don't think that's going to go anywhere.
We can do
So,
something tomorrow because it's Friday.
Yeah.
all right, Reagan and Geneva, thank you for being up here. Guys, thanks for being in the chat
Absolutely.
and listening. And we'll see you next time we see you. Good night, everybody. Bye.
Good night, everyone.
Right.